Gracias.
So, welcome back, everybody. It's a pleasure to see you, as always. Goodness.
It's a pleasure to see you, Aleutian.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been a
you.
while, Will. So, we missed last week due to some other absences that we had, but now, in a strange turn of events, we actually have a full group. And we're running through Discord with like new overlays. Everything's all brand spanking shiny new. If I remember correctly, on your last session, you had made your triumphant escape from the frozen town that you had found yourselves in. Everybody had apparently vacated during your time lapse there, and there was a rather intense chase scene that took you into the mine shafts over along the mountains, and once you got in there, you managed to find out that one of the dwarven ruins was currently being scouted out as a possible place of residence, and with a little bit of help, you actually managed to unlock that for everyone, and so now the town has moved in there. During the course of, I think it was roughly maybe 2 days or so, you spoke with quite a few people, members of the Hunter's Order, Brick himself, and a few others, and found out that there might be a couple of possible avenues of work here available to you. So now, with all those options in front of you, we rejoin you after you had all went to sleep. It is the next day, or so it would seem, and you find yourselves laying down in the great dwarven hall of Rongat with plenty of people all around you. You can see that this area is housing a good number of townsfolk, and outside, beyond its gates, which are left open, there are more people that sleep in the large hall outside. It is early in the morning, and so people are getting up and starting to get on with their day, but for the most part, you guys are early birds here. What do you want to do?
Well,
Probably find out what day it is.
yeah, probably be good. Looking around, do things seem to have changed since basically the night before for us?
Ah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please. The first roll of the night.
Alright, 18.
18. Okay. Looking around, you can see that the room that you are in has changed a little, except it now has what looks to be some decoration in it. Banners that you remember seeing in the castle have been placed here, and you can also tell that the area has been extensively cleaned up. Indeed, even the large halls here seem as though through magical or perhaps manual means have been scrubbed down and made to look clean and new.
Yes, definitely a time skip. Looking around, is there anybody nearby? Of course there is, just
There are tons
I
of
will
people
grab
around.
a random nearby passerby.
Okay.
Excuse me, what day is it?
Human man looks towards you and tells you it's the 81st.
We don't know what day it was previously.
Oh
fuck.
god dang it, no! My freaking...
Our kill count!
Oh god!
I think
Wow.
it was like the 60s, maybe?
The 63rd.
Lucian, you wouldn't
I had
happen to
literally
have that.
just copied this, so it's still in my clipboard.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I did not get the kill counts.
Eh,
This is the worst day of my life.
gotta have a good reset. Get fucking Uchi on the bottom of the scoreboard again.
My E.
I have like 3 kill count, I think.
I had like near 40.
I had a strong
I had like a strong 100.
But you said the 80 what?
81st.
Of spring.
The man nods to you and then proceeds to wander off.
Alright.
Summer.
I was worried for a second. Okay.
So, what do we even do down here? It's
Uchi's forgetting how excited he was to go back into town.
Oh, don't worry, that's still in my head.
Well,
You know, if we're not doing anything here.
well, if we're not doing anything here, we're going to explore the rest of the Underdark, so the people here can expand a little bit.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea.
I want to go check on my stone. I'm gonna go head off and do that while they're
Oh,
talking.
Brax. Seems that you're
Oh, by the
finally
way,
better.
hi guys. I'm feeling much better. It's good to see
Yes.
you all.
Welcome back to the land of the. I was gonna say living.
Conscious.
I guess.
The land of the undead.
Talkative.
The land of the not horribly ill.
Well, I don't know what the hell's going on because I've been in a coma. So lead on, friends.
Well, the
Oh my god, it feels so much louder on Discord.
We've moved from the town to here because it's snowy.
I'll be right back, food's done.
I
And
hope you like the Underdark.
yes, we'll
I
be
do.
here for a while.
I do like the Underdark, thank you.
It's the 81st of spring, and it looks like it's the dead of winter still outside.
Jesus, does that mean that he's technically been unconscious since like the 24th of spring?
Well, not unconscious, but just
Like
in like
fading in
a
and
fever
out of his
delirium.
face?
Yeah.
Taking
Oh,
a nap.
can you imagine? That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
You alright there? You need to sit down or anything?
Oh, I had plenty of rest, but thank you, Jay. I think it's time I get up.
Probably.
Just saying, if we want to do something more exciting, there is the adventure outside. Just saying.
Outside? The adventure outside.
There's no adventure
Snow.
outside. There is no adventure.
Outside.
Snow
There's
adventure?
only dying.
There's an adventure outside.
There's no adventure outside.
I'm going to go find Oral or Wit. One of the two.
pain in your voice.
Uchi, what's the adventure outside?
Well, Brax, there's a big adventure back in town.
Oh, big? Like
Big
giant,
adventure.
like a giant adventure?
Haha. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't go outside.
But there's a big reward. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
That
Braxton,
is-
come here. Come here,
you know.
That is
Braxton.
not a reward. Okay, I'm coming. Where are we going?
Hi, Braxton. Come on.
Yes.
There's, back at the Hunter's Order. My place, where I love.
Yes.
Where I love,
There's
he
some-
says.
There's some big secretive item that we could return.
Well, if you tell me what the item is, maybe I'd be
I don't
more
know. I
inclined.
haven't looked the item.
You
yet.
don't know.
Welcome back.
But apparently it's amazing, and the Hunter's Order really neat.
Oh, is Will getting this conversation now?
Conversation slash brainwashing.
I've headed off to go
Doesn't-
find Oral.
Braxton,
or,
doesn't
Wit,
it
one
doesn't
of the
sound
two.
amazing?
As excited I was about the wolves before, it was a big mistake. I'm not sure I'll be doing it again
You're
anytime
not
soon.
completely safe. Think, man.
I'm safe.
The amazing treasure.
I don't care much about treasure. Knowledge is
Think
my
of
They're not.
the glory we could obtain from helping the Hunter's Order. I don't even
Glory,
want to get the treasure.
Well, I wish you good luck. I'll pat you on the back. I'll see you later, if or not if you go.
So
Comes out
meanwhile,
of a
during this
coma after
conversation, just going on ever so hush-hush in the corner, Irisfield leaves the group to go and find some important figures around here, and traveling throughout Rongat and out into the halls at large, you spend a good few minutes looking around for these telltale faces that you've come to know quite well, and end up coming up empty. Appears they're not here.
Okay. I assume there's still people around. I'll ask someone.
Plenty.
Do you know where the men from the Hunter's Order have gone?
You ask not but one peasant, but quite a few townsfolk, one after another, and repeatedly get just shakes of the head. Nobody really knows where they are.
All right. I'll go see then if I can find either Rick or Nessa.
Ah, okay. Brick appears to be awake and seated at his throne. Around him, what appear to be a large set of courtiers and like castle officials seem to be speaking with him one after the other. It looks like a very large meeting which goes on.
All right.
Nessa, you remember, is kind of off towards the chasm and has settled herself far away from everybody else. Are you going over there?
Yeah, may as well.
Okay. Let's see. Is the luck roll strong today? Well, that's a 4.
It's never strong.
The Dragonborn guard that you find there stop you, and you find out that Nessa is indeed there, though she is busy.
All right. I don't suppose any of you know where the hunters have gone.
The Dragonborn guard looks at you. You see he kind of clears his throat for a moment, and like a hot jet of air hits you, and he just kind of shakes his head.
I thought he was about to speak. That was like the canon rule, like the iron rule of this fucking campaign, is that the Dragonborn guards do not speak.
What if they have like a really high squeaky voice?
That's a One Piece thing right there.
You'll excel, Williams.
I thought the mountain in One Piece that speaks like high as hell.
Then I will go and return to the party, I suppose.
Yeah. So while you're out and looking to find some people, what are you guys doing? You see what looks like Rook taking Braxton to the side. He seems happy that he is finally no longer ill, but then they have a rather hush-hush conversation. And then return to the rest of the group. What are you guys up to?
You can
Who's
plainly
G?
tell what that conversation is about because of Rook's dumb face.
I see.
Yeah, that's what my roll was for. I was gonna roll insight to see if I could tell what was going on.
If you didn't roll a 1, you know.
I rolled
Rook,
a
I love
13.
the idea, but instead,
Plus
let's do the
6.
opposite.
Oof.
I
Savage.
want to leave and go check on the hole in the ceiling and see if I actually still need to fucking repair that.
Ah, okay. It takes you but a moment to go down that hallway. However, once you get over towards it, you find that the room seems to be closed, and a door has been put in its place, preventing you from going beyond it and finding out what's on the other side. A guardsman stands there.
Alright, well, this off limits now.
The guard nods, says, supply room, sir. Only supposed to let people in that are permitted to do so.
You ever fix the hole in the ceiling?
Yeah, fixed it about a 10-day back, I believe.
Alright. That's the only reason I was coming back here. I was on my to-do list to fix that.
You with the building crew?
No, just a mason with, Ghostwatch. Saw it, figured it'd be a nice thing to do.
Yeah, the man gives you a nod and almost like what looks like a bit of a bow or maybe like a curtsy.
Alright, have a good day. I'm gonna go back and join the party, that's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
If I have any stone left in my fucking box, I'm ditching that somewhere.
Just put it over in the corner of the room.
Oh,
Casually drop a few like
Boulder.
10-pound boulders on the ground. Okay, so everybody has returned in Earsville. You make your way back as well. It's clear to anybody who did not roll a 1 just a moment ago that Rook has mischievous ideas about a trip into town, and that Braxton is kind of not buying it.
You know, if we don't
I
have
nearly
anything...
rolled a 1. I nearly rolled a 1 for this, Uchi.
Yeah, let's
You
see.
know, guys, if we don't have anything to do,
We have
don't
things to
know
do.
where the
No.
don't know where the
No.
hunter's order is. You could do
I
something
have
great for
things to
them.
do that aren't die. I'd rather not do anything than die.
But the glory, my friend, the
I don't-
glory.
Glory doesn't do you any good if nobody knows you were doing something you're supposed to do. Like, they don't want us to do this. We're not gonna get any glory if we
Would
don't
you
succeed.
rather live gloriously than die a peasant?
I'd rather
She said a
die.
bitch. That's the
look
inspiring
for
leader speech.
other places that don't involve me dying to some wolves and a giant when nobody wants to go do the thing we're doing for glory anyways.
I've seen you. You're strong. You can handle a few wolves.
I can handle a few wolves. I can't handle a few hundred.
What's with the confidence
Wander
boost
off
from
and look
Rook
for,
here? Did something happen?
The mission seems very important for the Hunter's Order, and you know me, loving the Hunter's Order.
I'm hearing your voice right now and looking at your face, and they don't line up right now. You can't give me the seductive speech or.
Look, I do love the Hunter's Order, and I do want to help them in this way. I would rather give them the item. I just also want to know what it is.
There we go. There we go.
I'm
He's
not
bringing out
wanting
his
to
inner
get
selfish, not glory, and not Hunter's Order. He
It
just
is
wants to do it for
glorious.
himself.
If we do bring it back and give it to them, it's glorious. My interest for the Hunter's Order as well. No.
Oral
He
has
didn't want to
already
tell
said
you what it.
he doesn't want us going into town and doesn't want us trying to get this item.
Jay's gonna go off and look for the priests.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
Wait, before you go, Jay. Yes or no on the whole getting
No.
glory?
Rook, it's not happening.
I give you,
say
I
that
give
with-
you the,
Oh
give you
wait,
the rook eyes. I give you the rook eyes.
Uh-oh.
I
By that I
changed,
mean
Uh-oh.
I
He's
changed
doing
my
that
note.
seductive shit again.
If you can convince everyone else, I'll say yes.
That's not gonna happen.
That's
You
like
need
1.5
unanimous
yes.
Sorry, Rook. When the
I'm a
snow
yes,
clears up,
pending
maybe.
everyone else saying yes.
You can see
Come
that
on.
off in the distance there, a large number of churchgoers have gathered around the priest. He and his other orderlies have finished giving the morning's sermon, and some of the priests are chatting with the townsfolk, but the head priest is not busy, so if you want to go and talk to him, you could.
Yeah, I'd like to walk up to him.
Okay. As you make your way up to him, he turns over and gives you a look and says, Jay, you've returned. It's good to see you again.
Yes, it's good to see you as well, brother. Bella's blessings.
And to you as well. What is it?
I was wondering how the. I look around. Are there like a lot of like citizens within earshot right now?
There are.
Or-
If you speak hush hush and step away, you'd be able to talk without them hearing you think.
Yeah, I want to say undead without anybody
Oh,
hearing me. Like,
Okay,
how's
sure.
the situation with the undead going, basically?
it says,
But I don't want to, raise the alarm.
ah, yes. Sensitivity on the matter may be a good idea. I not seen any here. The spirits that once walked these halls have since departed for different lands.
Alright, it's good.
Don't know of what there may be to be found further into the caves, but as far as I know it,
Have there been
everything's
any?
fine.
Have there been any expeditions to go further into the caves at all, or are people pretty content with what we have right now?
Well, as it is, there's enough space for the townsfolk to live here, but as you can see, not comfortably. There has been an excursion to go further down, and some caves have been cleared, but recently they have stopped. Jay, go ahead and make a persuasion roll.
$18.
Says to you, some of the guard were lost, unfortunately, during the last expedition. I don't know when another one may be planned.
Do you know where the Hunter's Lodge members are? Were they part of that?
If I'm not mistaken, they would have traveled with them, but I have not seen them since. I hear they have left on important business.
I see.
It would be wise to keep that to yourself, though.
Yes, yes. thank you for everything,
Of course.
and I, say the proper farewells and stuff, and head off to find everybody and tell them what I found out.
Ah, okay. Before you really end the conversation there, he has one other thing to say. He asks you, Jay, have the bones come in handy as of late?
Well, I've only used them once, and wheel or woe yet again. But I hold them close to my heart, and I sincerely appreciate it. It is a fine gift, and I hope that if you ever need them, or if the rest of the priests need them for anything, don't hesitate to ask for them back. I won't be offended.
Of course, Jay. Hey, your generosity is, as always, overflowing. Hope you have a good day.
Bella's blessings.
Okay, so you return back to the group. And
should have.
Before I go to find the rest of the group, I want to set up my ritual and go ahead and cast that, actually. Now that he so kindly reminded me about them.
Oh, what do you want to check?
I would like to ask if gathering my party and venturing deeper into the mines.
Immediately flaccid.
You cut out.
Oh, sorry. Gathering my party and heading deeper into the mines.
Is a good idea or not?
Yeah, well, it's just what I say my source of action,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's all you have to say. Yeah.
and then it tells me if it's a good result or bad result that comes out of it,
Oh,
or
that's-
both.
The way you said it just sounded like you were about to say something else.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I think you're pronouncing heading into
Well,
the
I
town
was-
weirdly.
I was considering adding in search of the Hunter's Order people, but
Too much.
I think
You
that's
did good.
so I just stopped myself.
Take the bones, and magic swirls around them as you cast them onto the floor, and there, laid out in front of you, is woe.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I will.
Poop a little as a
Definitely.
free action.
I will definitely go find everybody now. And Jay is probably like white, like as a ghost.
Okay. Spooky Jay returns to you after talking to the priests.
Hey,
Oh,
guys,
yeah, you looking all right there? Let's
I'm not feeling so great. I think I might have caught what Braxton had.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You just hear
Look,
the
the
Discord
cat-
disconnect sound.
the town isn't that bad of an idea.
Guys.
it is that bad of an idea, Orc.
Guys, we got to get somewhere private to talk, like ASAP.
All right.
Is there anywhere private in this entire establishment? I've walked around and only seen people.
We
same.
can take a step
Maybe-
outside.
Somewhere
Maybe
private.
further down into the caves?
Wait.
No,
I
no,
got
no,
it.
no.
You want somewhere
I
private?
think
I got
think
it, guys.
outside where the Hunter's Order,
Yeah,
Item
outside
is-
sounds good.
I start
Hey,
climbing
that
up my
sounds
rope.
really cold. Why does this have to be private?
I'm
Whatever,
climbing
I'll
up-
trust
I'm
you.
climbing
I'll
up
trust
my
you.
It's
rope.
Jay.
Sparky, yes, that's good. Very
Sparky
sorry.
Feels bad.
God damn it. Jay cries a little more intensely.
What the hell is a
God.
Sparky? Get up here, guys.
I'll always miss that Dragonborn.
Oh wow.
I climb up. the
Where are we
rope-
going?
rope
Somewhere
trick.
private.
Oh, the rope trick.
That's
One
awesome.
way to do it.
All right.
Okay, so
Careful,
whose
back.
rope trick is it?
Mine.
Yours? Okay, yeah, I thought so. So are you doing this, like, in plain sight here by the... like, you're in a room that's filled with people, basically.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast a spell, and the rope extends upwards, and you begin to crawl up it and go into the portal that lays beyond. You hear the sound of townsfolk looking on in awe as you do so.
Well, nothing to see here. Just business,
Ghostwatch.
Official Ghostwatch business. No looking.
I look up at the box and I say, yeah, no, there really isn't anything to see here at all.
Ugh.
I just roll my eyes, just all right. Oh.
How big is the room up here?
The room is roughly the size of a large, a military tent.
Okay.
You
Plenty
can
of room.
see through the portal below, from which the rope hangs, unless you retract it. And down there, you can see the townsfolk looking up towards you.
They can't hear us, correct?
No.
Nor can they see you, but they're looking at that space in the sky.
Yeah, I begin pulling the rope up once everybody's over here.
Subtle, nice.
Um,
Can I peek my head through and y'all cannot look?
People kind of look at each other confused for a moment.
I'm gonna try to pull him back inside.
I went and spoke with the priests, and the head priest there told me that there was an excursion to go deeper into the mines, and there were some guard casualties. And
Glory.
I asked him if the Hunter's Lodge people went with him, and he said it would make sense for them to go down there, but he just knows that they're not here. He doesn't know whether they went there. He said they had some business they needed to attend to. It might have been what Rook was speaking of. And walking back, I cast my augury spell, and I asked if we should go down and look for what happened to the guards, and it came up with only woe, which means there's nothing good to be gained by going deeper into the mines, only bad.
Well,
But
good
that
thinking,
means it's
Jay.
bad for the people down there, right?
That
For-
does limit our
Maybe it's the guard. Maybe the Hunter's Order is also in danger.
Hey, you said down into the mines. Does that count down into the ruins that y'all mentioned before?
probably.
Does this even count as a mine anymore?
Well, if this spell says it's a bad idea, probably a bad idea.
Well,
Well,
what are the options?
we should probably help the people down there, especially if it's the Hunter's Order.
I'm
Are you saying you don't care about our great guard, Captain Olaf?
I think
Men?
you misunderstand. It doesn't mean that there is bad down there. It means if we go down there, there will only be bad results. It doesn't have anything to do with what's down there. We might make things worse by going down there. All I know is that our party heading deeper into the mines is a terrible and destructive decision.
When can you cast the spell again? Because I really would like to clarify on whether going deeper into the ruins counts as going in deeper into the mines.
Do it right now if you wish.
It'd be a good distinction, because otherwise I don't really know what else we're gonna do. I'm not going into town.
Ask him about going into the town.
Ah,
Huh?
fuck.
I nudge Rook.
Okay.
Yeah?
I've done that.
Wait, hold on. But what if the Hunter's Order is in danger?
I set up the ritual this time taking the 10 minutes because it is a ritual cast spell.
Okay.
So this time I'll take the 10 minutes to actually set everything up, and rolling the bones this time I will say our party gathering their respective gear and heading into the ruins. Deeper
You get-
into the ruins.
Once again, you get the result, whoa. Bones land in front of you. It's ominous how similar they seem to be to the reading that you just got a moment ago.
What does it say, Jay?
That's good, right?
That is the same thing I saw before.
I saw it's a bad thing.
Yes. It's... I
Alright.
must admit, I don't know terribly much about this spell, but I do know that a
there
pure
any way-
woe result is rare. And
What,
Alright.
what do you know about the spell?
I know that the results come from my goddess, Bella.
Ah, so if you would like, you can roll either religion or arcana if you have proficiency to see how much you know about the spell.
Can I do that too?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. For you though, it'll probably only be arcana. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it was so close.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh, only an
All right.
Nothing but a load of trash today. Trash
Yep.
rolls.
Cinco.
Yeah, no one's got nothing.
nueve.
Okay. I don't really know anything about it.
I've never really dabbled in those kinds of things. I'm not sure. Sorry.
Bones are spooky, said the necromancer.
I remember the last
I've
time.
yet to dabble in those types of things.
The last time you had cast the spell was in town, and it was about going to the that possible cultist's house. And you
Not the
were
last time
hurrying.
he.
Yes,
You
the
were
Not
hurrying
the last
everybody
time he used the
along.
spell was when we were deciding whether to go into town or not, and it had a wheel or a woe, and he decided it's not fucking worth it.
Yeah, I used
So
it
I-
again once we reached here to see whether we should go after the Hunter's Lodge item, and that was wheel and woe, which means good and bad.
better than just whoa.
Yes.
But you gotta
It
think,
really makes you wonder. Like, unless we ever like, if we never get a wheel just by itself, and we don't take any actions, I don't know how I feel about these things.
what if, I mean, if it's bad for us, yes. Bad only, well, from the reading, Bella herself, it's only bad if we go down there. But that, if it's bad for us, it's gotta be bad for the guards and the Hunter's Order people that are down there, if they are.
What if
We've
you
got-
ask the does it have to be you and your party, or can it be like if you are to roll it and ask if the guards went down there, what would happen?
I don't think
Does
we
it
should
have to be
nitpick.
you?
I think it's obvious that it's bad, and we should just leave it at that. Trust Jay's
But what are our
But
options?
judgment.
we shouldn't let just the guards die.
No,
I think
Well,
they're
it's-
already dead.
Yeah, it's what's bad for us is also bad for the town. So
What are our options here? Because I'm not really too keen on going into town. I don't know what we do out in the wilderness. We can't go back. We can't go deeper into the mine. So what? Do we just sit here?
well, I hate to say it, but the only thing that seems any type of reasonable is wheel and woe.
Can we have an augury on what it would be if we just sat here and didn't do anything?
Well,
Aleutian, I have a question for you.
Absolutely.
Does that 5 mean that I don't know about the backside of this spell?
The backside.
So, like, this spell, like, reading the actual spell card and, like, reading the description of the spell says if you use it more than once,
Yeah, like the readings
before a
come
long
out
rest,
fucked up.
it gets worse. It gets, like, a lower chance of being correct.
You don't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I can cast it again right now if you want.
all right.
What do you want me to check?
If we weren't to go anywhere, we were just to stay in this general area, what would happen? It would be good or bad.
I set up the ritual yet again, and I ask if we decide to not leave the town and instead stay here.
Ah. It responds to you and it says nothing. It's not a sign that you've seen before, but the bones land clearly in their place, telling you an absence of anything would happen. You simply stay put.
Right. So, being bored, or
Guys,
risking our lives,
We're
or
Ghostwatch. We're not just do things for the benefit of us, you know? We gotta help the town.
I'm with Rook on this.
how far away is the Hunter's Lodge from where we are now?
I don't know. On me.
Isn't the Hunter's Lodge like on the other side of town where we escaped?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a few hours journey
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really?
It's like the farthest building possible.
No, it's like a day trip there and back.
Oh my.
Oh, it's so cold outside, and my
Here,
sled
do you
needs
know
some
if those
repairs.
wolves, if those wolves ever sleep? I
I'm
imagine
sure they
night
do,
is.
and I'm sure they do it in shifts. Or at
The
least
wolves
have
do seem
some
smarter.
awake. I'm still of the opinion we head down further into the...
I think maybe we can look around and how long does this room last?
An hour.
Okay.
Alright, well, we've got 40 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that left before this room just disappears and we fall out of the world.
I hope I break a kid's neck when I fall out. So
Just drive a car through a crowd of people.
we could. Jesus. That's a little, man.
Alright.
You're supposed to say protesters.
Oh, God.
I think I need to take a step. I think I need to take a step outside,
Alright.
guys.
I think I just blew up a little.
Woo! Man, I just don't know why I didn't get any Patreon today. Oh, it's weird. I went down $20 on Patreon. Ooh.
Oh, man.
That took me completely by surprise.
It'll be the opposite. I'll look in PayPal and just be like, what the fuck did all this come from?
Oh man, somebody just donated on Patreon. The KKK lives on. That's weird. Oh man, the Grand Wizard? Oh shit, sick. Somebody's really into D&D.
I don't know what level he is, but that sounds dope. Thanks for the money. We can start the fund to get that headset for Wednesday group.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You know, Grand Wizard's a pretty sick title. Maybe you should name yourself that, Alicia.
The Grand Wizard?
Yeah, man.
Okay, alright.
Well, let's look at our
Back
options.
to the game here.
Going down in the cave, bad.
Is there
Staying
a Twitch
here.
streamer named Grand Wizard?
Oh my god.
Whoa, where'd you get that from?
Huh?
Where'd you get that kill count from?
I made it up. After looking at... I know I was at 31, and Rook was...
You forgot a
significantly above me,
9
but not 40.
I mean, don't we have this, like, a video of last session?
Yeah,
Oh,
but it
yeah.
doesn't have this on the side.
Lucian, are you actually looking up Grand Wizard things?
I was just checking. I don't think there is anybody who has that name, or if there is, I don't know how to check it.
It's so bad because you can play it off like it's not like it's like mostly not that, but you know
Yeah.
now
You
it
could, like-
sprouts from this.
Look, man, you could just take a Grand Wizard, but you have a picture of Rubik.
Magus,
Magus.
squeeze me.
Uh-huh.
The
Oh, but I'm sure Grand Magus
Magus.
is taken.
Grand Dragon.
Fuck off.
Interesting. Yeah, I know
Are
it
you
needs
looking
a
at the
headset.
rift?
So guys, all I can say is that if we go deeper into the mines, it is only going to be bad. There's nothing good that is going to come out of it. If we go into the town, there will be good and bad that come of it.
Hey,
With,
Do you
within
know
a
that,
short
though, that
time...
didn't- wait, no, wait, hold on. You made that augury roll, and it's been 20 days. Are we sure that still applies?
That's a good point.
You know, I don't really like this augury thing. It's really, like, we're gonna end up sitting here doing nothing.
It's
Does
like
anybody have some die? Just like a die we can, like, roll, take, like, chance.
oh I know.
No, like-
Back in my orc tribe, we used to play this great dice rolling game where we'd make up characters and we'd
Fuck you.
Was it called
That
Orcs
totally
and
does
Dragons
not
or
sound
something?
like an orcish thing to do.
I'm just joking. I hope I don't say that.
I hope I
mean,
don't say
orcs-
this, he says.
I mean, if I were an orc, I'd want to pretend I was somebody else too.
Wow.
I shoot the dwarf dagger stare.
Ooh.
I stare him down.
Rook
like,
was the
My
only one
boy.
here right about going back into town.
I hope I get a low roll and I'm oblivious to this.
We'll call
That'd be
this the
hilarious.
racial tension tent. of indecision.
Alright, I noticed, Buck.
Alright. I think
Okay.
we just go down.
I think we go down,
Down.
because what's the point of getting a hunter's order item if they're all dead?
Go down. Jay is saying not to go down.
Well,
Go down.
But we
I'll-
have to save the people down there.
We don't know if the Hunter's Lodge is even down there.
it's true.
They left around the same time that the expedition did, but only
Why don't you,
guards
why
have
don't
been
you ask the
confirmed
bones
dead.
about going into town?
Do you think Olaf is in town, maybe?
In this town?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I guess if he's the head of the guard, he's a pretty manly man, so he might have went down, but...
I think the Hunter's Lodge, it sounded like the way the head priest described it, they went on some important business. It sounds like they might have already gone back towards this.
But
Right.
even Oral was saying that it would be too hard for them only if Shade returned or something like that they would
Maybe
be.
Shade returned while we were asleep. Maybe things progressed and it was too risky to leave it there any longer.
I'm really not liking this Valkyrie thing anymore. I'd rather have just gone down and been oblivious.
Okay, look, we have two options right now. We either do the daring quest into town, which is like that's some awful stuff, like immovable. I mean, both are really awful. We either take the augury chances and go down, or we take the hellhole that is snow outside.
Aye, the orcs actually say it's something reasonable rather than trying to convince us to go into the hellhole.
Well, both are bad. I'm down for either, because we're super strong. You know, we're Ghostwatch. But it's up to you guys what we want to. I'm 1 for 1 on either.
It's a simple choice.
Chat would
Might
like
be
you
down.
to come outside. The weather is fine.
Aye. What kind of... You should honestly just add a god into your D&D world that's just Twitch chat.
Oh my god.
I'll do something with the chat eventually, but I don't know about that. It seems a bit
Is that the
steep.
luck god? Pretty sure that's the luck god, right?
Well, it's just
Luck
going to
god.
degenerate into like horrible murmurings of killing gnomes and things, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I vote that we go into town. As against it as I was, and as crazy as it sounds, I think after consulting with what I assume is with Bella, our chances of doing good, not only for ourselves, but for this town, are greater if we go into town than progressing further into the mines.
I'm the same. I'd rather into the mines as well.
Okay, so we're 1 for 1 on either side.
Town.
What is your idea? Okay.
There's an uneven number of votes. Here we go, baby.
There's 2 for the
Alright.
2 for the wait, was it 2 for the town, 1 for underground?
2.
Alright, if you can give me a reason we're going into town beside the thing we're not wanted to do. Because currently I don't see a reason to go into town.
It's
That's like
simple.
the
But what
main
are we gonna
reason.
do there?
His spell told us mine's all bad. Town, some good, some bad.
Well, I want to
Town is-
discount the augury on the other thing because it's been 20 days.
Yeah, he does have a fair point. I could
Do
set
it
it up
again,
and ask
then.
it again.
You could.
Good. But
I'm not. I don't. I
I
don't
really
like
want
this
to.
augury thing. Not a fan of it. My mind is set on the mines for now. I prefer the mines,
agreed.
specifically the ruins.
So what are we at?
Two
I think it's Rook and Jay for the town, and then Ira and
No. It's you and Braxton for the town, and Rook
No.
is still
I was for either. So am I the deciding vote?
Here,
Yeah.
I'll fucking fix this shit. Town. Down. Okay, you can put your guy in here, or you
We're going
put him in
downtown.
here.
I think I'd rather go downtown. I'm in the middle there.
Jesus fuck.
Jesus Christ, you
All right.
guys.
Okay, so the so you can just outvote them.
1 through 10 is down, 11 through 20 is down.
Oh,
And
we're
it
going to
goes to flip
chance.
of the coin anyway.
Oh, boo! Oh,
We're going down.
oh no!
We're going down.
Alright.
Downtown.
Well, seems that we're going down.
Then let's
Don't
get
listen.
moving.
I think our side has more intelligence than the other side.
Yes, that's quite one.
I don't think either of our sides have any intelligence. I don't want to sit here.
Okay,
See,
well,
the dwarf knows what's about glory.
I can respect getting outvoted. Sorry, Jay, but I think I might be.
I don't think I'm gonna go with you guys.
He's like, no, it's fine. I asked the gods and they said it was 100% bad. I'll go with you.
Yeah, I can't reason. I can't bring myself to go with you guys. I'm sorry.
I don't want to go either, but we are a group.
I mean, if Jay refuses to go down,
Then we
We
gotta
gotta
go
go.
down.
Alright.
I dumped the
Some more
rope out.
boxes on the board. We can have a vote to see whether we go without him or not. Draw more
Not to do
boxes.
without Jay.
When are you guys gonna choose like a leader who decides things so we don't
I
waste
look at
all
the
this
orc
time?
for that. The orc is our leader, I think, and our spokesperson's the elf.
well, I mean, I don't want to go down without our collective boy.
Jay, doesn't the augury spell only predict actions within a short time? The last time you used it for that we were going to the cult men's house, you were hurrying us along something.
My
Fierce.
action that I described was to gather you all up and head down into the mines. So it was the action of leaving to go down into the mines is nothing except bad.
Yes, which means we would probably be going into danger.
No, it means that there is nothing good to come of this. It doesn't mean danger means that there's something that we might be able to kill, and that would be weal and woe, because if we kill it, then there is good that comes of it. And if we lose, then there's bad. But
Alright,
this is nothing except
I have a question
bad.
for you. What happens when it could be good or it could be bad? Like, what? Say we were in the castle and you decided to do this augury thing to see if we could make it to the mines. If we left to go to the mines and it rolled wheel or woe, well, nothing bad happened along that journey. So would the woe have been? But there's a lot of things that could have gone bad. I think we set our own fates and it's just a guiding post. I don't like this augury spell. Starting to dislike it.
Can I go to like the front of the cave and just look out at it? I don't know where we are. I'm just curious.
Oh, do you want to pop out of rope trick?
When we get out of rope trick, well, I can leave them in it. Yeah, I don't know. I've already voiced my opinion.
Do you want to go down and wander about?
Yeah, I want to
Jay,
go just like.
Okay.
Are you dead set against this?
As you pop out, you note that down there, underneath the rope trick, there are some people who have kind of moved out of the way, and a guardsman is nearby, speaking with what looks to be one of the townsfolk. And the guardsman looks over to you, and he calls you over with a beckoning hand.
Listen, is it just me or is he robotic?
he's-
he's
lagging on my part too.
I can understand him.
Oh, is that lagging hard?
You're good
Now
now.
you're good.
Oh shit.
I heard you. Yes, guards.
You understood. It was just robotic.
Okay. The guardsman calls you over, and he says, hey, that little bit of magic there? And he whispers this, maybe not around the common folk, okay? You need to get a
No.
room, just, go find one, not here.
Oh, I thought the people of the town knew of magic.
To a degree. They're easy to frighten.
Well, tell them not to worry. I only mean good.
No,
But
you stop doing that here.
I heed your concern. I understand. I won't do it again.
Good.
This is some Skyrim shit where a guard comes at you. Your shouts are scaring the common folk. You need to just stop that.
Thank you for letting me know. Won't happen again.
The guard leans back, and his tough demeanor kind of turns back to being a little bit more relaxed. Gives you a nod, and then turns around to leave. You get a few looks from the common folk as you're traveling through. Where are you going exactly?
Just like toward the front. Send the bird up. I just want to see like what's going on out there.
Ah, okay, so you are in a large dwarven hall. Over towards one end, There's some doors that lead to other halls and rooms, and there's a large throne up towards the back end as well. And in the opposite direction, there is a large set of doors that go into a very big, more or less like a chasm, a hall that's been carved through the rock, though not beautifully like this. And if you go out there, you'll pass by many people, and sending out your familiar to go and see, it eventually leads out to a large chasm, which goes in like the vertical direction, both up and down, for quite some ways. You can see that all along the chasm in different areas, there are camping groups, more or less. People who have sat down with their lanterns and their campfires, turning this incredible cave structure into the town of Everwatch.
So we're not even like near the. Okay, so maybe I'll just strike up a conversation with the random group and ask them like if anything's troubling them.
If anything's troubling them?
You know, like how are they hanging in? Is everything okay with the people? Like...
Yeah, make a persuasion roll. Let's see.
Oh, 24, nat 20.
Okay. You're swift to be accepted here into the group. You see that there's a set of 4 people seated around a campfire here towards the chasm. Their group is small, and there are not many who are seated around them, given that there isn't really a guard railing or anything like that, and many people prefer to be more safely situated. But these folks sit around on their crates and with their backpacks nearby and are chit-chatting, and when you wander over, it doesn't take long for your impressive vernacular to actually rub them the right way, and you realize one of them is actually a city official, and that the majority of the men here are actually fairly well educated, and they invite you to sit with them and chit-chat. When you ask them what it is that's bothering them, if anything, one of them responds, "Well, food is rather lacking. Apart from that, it's just uncomfortable being underground for so long."
My
I
God.
know a wonderful chef. Maybe I'll invite you over later.
I
My name's
certainly wouldn't
Braxton,
say
by the
no.
way.
I just played fucking Fable, and that voice was just like spot on, just like with like all the characters with that accent in fucking Fable are all just like really goofy looking idiot characters.
Oh,
So
dang.
that's the mental image I have right now.
Yeah, the guy's super goofy looking.
Okay, well, if we make some food, I'll look for you and bring some over. How about that?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure. So everything seems okay. I'll head back, I suppose.
Okay. The rest of you have been up in the rope trick for a little bit here. What are you guys talking about?
Aleutian, am I, rereading the spell? Am I, reading this incorrectly? Or is that how Jay would think that the spell works? Does it only apply to 30 minutes? Or does it...
It has to be a plan that you would, you're gonna take within the next 30 minutes. I don't know if you can give it an extended plan and see how it's gonna turn out, or if it's supposed to conclude within the 30. Give me 2 seconds. I'll hunt around here for a brief moment.
Thanks. Rip.
Oh,
We lose Uchi?
yep.
Oh, we did.
He'll be back.
Shall return
There
in
he
a
is.
moment, I'm sure.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What I missed?
Nothing.
The sound of beautiful keys being pressed against what I can only imagine is the most gorgeous looking keyboard.
So, as I suspected, the community seems to think the same way I do here, which is that the action has to conclude within 30 minutes. So if you're giving it an action like, would it be wheel or woe for us to go farming for the next day if we started now? It can't really tell you that necessarily. It could tell you how that farming would go for maybe like the next 30 minutes, but that's it. So if you ask something that's a task that's actually like impossible to fit in that time frame, then the results you get might be odd.
Okay.
Only bad things can go if we start our journey. Don't know what's gonna happen after.
So in the case of like what I asked it, would I think that means that like the next 30 minutes there would be bad things that happen to us, but there's potential for better things
so
later?
if you went further into the caves, something bad would happen within the first 30 minutes, according to that reading that you just got. Now, after that is beyond what the augury spell can tell you. So maybe it's 30 minutes of absolute hell, and then you find a chest full of diamonds. Who knows?
We'd probably run into a monster, like a spore crawler or something, within the first 30 minutes or something, or somebody tries to rob us. Like, nothing good comes from that. That would only be woe. However, oh, look, we ran into fucking bandits. Great.
I still say we go.
In that case, if the vote is 3-2, so it goes against Jay's better judgment, I guess I'll tag along. I won't, be the guy who says go my way or I don't go.
So everyone's going downtown?
Going downtown.
Yes, we're going down.
Okay. So, Braxton, you make it back, and are you folk gonna step out of the rope trick?
Yeah,
Okay.
hop down.
So Braxton is there when you get back, and you can see him just making his way towards the site of the spell. And Braxton, you see everybody hopping back out. What do you guys want to do?
Did you guys decide finally?
Yes, we're going down.
Jay, you're okay with that?
Shrug.
All right. Maybe not okay, but willing.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll just be careful.
Well,
Head
Mr.
forward.
And Mrs. Underdark people, lead on.
Of course. Now head down towards, the bottom, I guess.
Oh, Ira, by the way, there are some people I talked to that would love to taste your cooking when we get back.
Oh,
Told them all about you.
awesome. Well, it'll be wonderful. Well, see when we get back. Alright,
Get back.
let's head down there.
Put my hand on like Jay's shoulder. It's gonna be all right. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay. So, the group begins to travel further down into the complex, and it takes you a little while to get out of the city limits here. As you go further and further towards the one side of the chasm, which goes down into the depths, people become less and less common, until eventually you reach what looks like the incredibly large staircase that goes down further, and here you are stopped. You can see that there's a group of people standing atop the stairwell here. You recognize one of them. Olaf is there, and he has with him what looks to be a table which has been brought over here, and he is surrounded by a reasonable regiment of guard.
Oh, Olaf, didn't expect you here.
It's good to see you all.
It's been some time.
Great to see you.
Well, what brings you all the way out here?
Well, we were planning on heading down further into the, caves, but it seems that you've set up a stopping post here.
Yes. dangerous things further below. If you wish to go, I won't stop you. But know that I've lost a few guardsmen in the last few days. Terrible business.
What kind of danger are we seeing?
It seems we're not rid of orcs just yet.
Oh.
Cracks my
I'm
knuckles.
There's always going to be one, at least.
I'm liking this going down plan more.
Are their numbers ridiculous or manageable?
Well, last we went, I was with a group of half a dozen men. Had to pull the retreat. We were ambushed by superior numbers, and it was the only way to ensure that we would survive. But one of them didn't make it. Caught a javelin to the throat, he did. Grim business.
Shame I wasn't there.
What?
Shame you weren't there.
Every man who works under me knows that comes with this line of duty.
Well, why don't we see if we can make this a little bit safer?
I think we're pretty set on going down. We'll be careful. Thank you for the warning.
Do you know how far out this ambush was? How much further down?
Good question.
Well,
Was it in a straightaway cave by chance?
we had passed down, made it from the stairs, and started to go through portions of the cave when we were attacked.
Now, Illusion, correct me if I'm wrong, but that staircase was like
It's long.
a long way down. Like it took us like an hour or two of
There's
travel.
two main staircases, but yeah, this one's long.
This is the one to the straightaway cave that leads into a bar, correct? My memory serves me right.
I will grab that for you in a quick sec here.
Bar.
I'm pretty sure this is the one that goes down to the long cave to the one that
Yeah.
leads to Aid Bar on one end of the hallway, and then the other end is a outlet. There was a bunch of orcs that we scouted.
The lake.
We have a staircase leads down into Aod Bar. Aod Bar has a door outside the cave. Go down the cave for a bit. You'll have another staircase that goes way deeper. That's 4 hours long, and you have the other way, which led us to like an opening where there were some orcs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
That's this staircase. Got it.
This one's into like the entrance of Aod, straight in.
Yeah.
Not that I would know any of that.
There was hey Olaf, there's no ghosts or anything, correct?
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh god.
Ain't afraid of no ghosts, huh? Let's see.
No, we left on a good note with them. Left on a very good note with those guys.
It's true.
No one picks up anything shiny.
Yes. No grabbing of any items. That's for sure.
Here we are.
The rolling of dice alarmed me.
So,
Oh, that's pretty good.
this stairwell goes for quite a while before leading to caves that will eventually take you into Aodbar, yes, which you've been to before. Beyond that, Aodbar has its own way that goes to another staircase, which will lead you into the large lake where the other 2 places were. So
Alright.
it seems that in those caves beyond this stairwell, which is quite long, and it, as you guys remember, takes hours to traverse, it seems there are still orcs, according to Olaf's report.
Well, thanks for telling us, Olaf. We'll see what we can do down there.
Alright, well, Be careful down there.
Before we go, you didn't. The Hunter's Order didn't go this way, did they?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright.
Haven't seen them around, those guys. I told them whenever they could I could use their help, but last few days they've not turned up one bit.
Yeah, I think they're on important business.
What kind of business are you talking about there?
Something that only Hunter's Order should keep within.
Are you
Sorry,
sure?
Olaf.
Because I could certainly use their help.
We can help. Don't worry about it.
As far as I'm aware, we know it's business, but we don't know what it is, so we really couldn't actually tell you.
Yeah.
I'd like you to make a deception roll for me, please, there, Yuri.
That's not really a lie. We don't actually know what the fuck they're doing.
No, but there's definitely something else that you know you're not saying to them.
Well, I am very deceptive, so yeah.
But he is Olaf.
Yeah, it's 6.
Olaf gets out of his chair, and he does so very delicately.
Oh no.
His incredible form
man.
leaving creaks in the wood here. He kind of reaches over, and you can see it's almost like a child's toy in his massive muscular grip. Kind of like just gently pushes it over here, and then steps from behind his table. You see a guardsman nearby who like looks over, and then like kind of steps like a foot in the opposite direction. And he comes over towards your group, and he kind of like leans down, so he's staring at you, Yuri, and he says, "So you're sure there's nothing else you could tell me about the Hunter's Order?"
Oh my god.
Not one little bit.
This is.
There's-
I'm gonna like.
There's maybe
Can I put-
no information that you could pass to me as to why they haven't shown up to help.
I'm gonna put my hand on Yuri's shoulder, look at Olaf and go, Olaf, I would love to tell you, but it is business that should reside within the order.
I'm fucking scared as fuck of him right now.
Don't feel bad, Olaf. I don't even know what they're talking about.
It's order business, and
Gotta ease
it's
him.
important.
Olaf
It's-
looks over at you, Braxton, and he kind of relaxes a little bit, his shoulders straighten back out. He sort of takes a step back from Yuri and stops, like, leaning over him like he's going to push him into the ground. And then he says, "Well, if that's how it has to be, then I suppose that's
They
how
won't
it
even
is."
tell their own group member. How do you think I feel?
Oh, the caves are yours to explore. But like I said, they're not empty. Be careful down there.
Thank you.
Thanks, Olaf. We'll see you soon.
Walks over gently, moves his chair but a few inches, and sits down in it.
Alright,
There's
so I
gotta
head
be,
down
like,
the stairs.
Okay.
Sitting here, scared.
The guards part and allow for you to travel down through the steps. And you guys begin the long journey into the lower levels of the Underdark.
Can we get a marching order?
Sure.
It's,
Well, I'll take first.
I don't know, can I lag behind the group?
I'm the very
My character was severely intimidated by said Olaf.
well, we should try to be quiet, and so, I guess me and Jay will, could you maybe scout ahead, Ira? Would
Of
you be okay
course.
with that?
Yeah.
So, how far ahead do you want to be then?
Well, I mean, we're walking down the stairs.
I want, like, as they pass by the gate, I want to wait a bit around Olaf, because I was, like, severely intimidated by him.
Okay.
I was like, I don't mean to lie. There was a thing in town, I don't know what it is, that's all we know. They probably went to go retrieve it. That's everything I know. I didn't mean to get on your bad side. I really don't know much.
You see Olaf looks up from his table for a moment, and he gives you a brief nod. I'd like you to make a perception roll, please.
Not very perceptive, that's a 5.
Okay. You see that gives you a brief smile, like you did the right thing, and then goes back to his work.
Okay. Hurriedly follow my party.
Okay. So the order is...
Yours feel first. And I'll be scanning a little bit of ahead after we get down through the stairs.
Okay. So, the group begins to go down the stairwell. It's like you remember yeah, what's up?
Since Ira's scouting like a few feet ahead of everybody, I think we can line up to her like normal marching order, like Rook, Jay, Brex.
Oh, I didn't know what the order was,
Jay's-
so I just...
No, yeah. I'm just
going
like
on?
talking with everybody.
Musical
Jay
Wait.
is like still super reluctant, so I'm probably like 10 to 15 feet behind the last person.
Okay.
I'm probably back towards the back well just because of the thing I just did.
I'll be
So
over
this
here.
is the order. Rook, Braxton, Yuri, Jay. Okay.
Fine with that. As long as I'm not the way front or way back.
Oh. I think this might be your woe, Jay. I'll head off down the stairs.
Why would you tell him?
Stairs suck. Especially this many.
Oh, okay, I understand.
So, you start to go ahead, and Earsville, you're scouting a little bit further down. It's that same spiral, squarish staircase that you remember traversing before, and the 30 minutes of Jay's spell seemed to go by with no consequence, and then another 30, and then another 30, and one stair after another. It's there's nothing enjoyable about it, and you can only imagine what it's going to be like going in the opposite direction. But eventually, after a couple of hours, you find yourselves at the bottom of the stairwell.
Oh, Underdark thing's
I'll meet them
exhilarating.
there. Well, there weren't any orcs on the stairs.
Nice.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't feel as though the woe was directed towards us. Perhaps the time
I
when
think the
the woe
woe
was
was
out
that
here could have been
staircase.
better sent elsewhere.
I don't know the woe. I've been feeling the woe after that encounter.
I'm not going back up those stairs today.
No need dwelling on it now. Just
I agree.
stay focused. We're gonna
So
be-
we've come down and we're in Aoudbar now. I don't remember how this is set up.
What a thing if Elution actually just said it was woe because we'd have to go down the stairs.
It's what I'm assuming.
I'm sure that would count as nothing, but I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's like hills. Like us fat people don't like stairs.
So, I will give you a rough layout thing here.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'll just cast Mage Armor now, by the way. Just say it.
There's a stairwell here, there is one here, and this is where Aoudbar is. Beyond that, there are caves that can be found in different areas. This continues off into different offshoots. And you can also see that along here as well has some... And this is a further fall into the chasm. So you guys would all be over here right now.
Oh, I see. Well, so we just
Alright,
check
quiet.
things one at a time then?
quietly.
Wait, so this is also a stairwell?
Yes,
On
that
both
goes down.
sides?
And that will lead you to the large lake with the two things.
Oh no, but like on both sides of the cave?
So this go yeah, there we go.
I was like, okay, does one end go up and one go down? I just wasn't sure.
There we go. Alright.
Okay, I get it now.
Down. Got it. Alright, well, let's just check these places one at a time. Clear out any orcs we find then. So you said this is an offshoot of a cave right here?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I will quietly head down that way after casting guidance on myself.
Okay.
And see if I can scout out any of these orcs here.
Alright. Go ahead and make for me a stealth check, please.
Alright. Oh wow. We're not starting off well. That's an 11.
I've only had bad rolls today.
Okay, let's see here. So traveling further up ahead, the scale, of course, here is not exactly the same as before. So you guys are, in reality, probably not too far behind Irisville on the map here, but this is like a long trek from here to here. Mm-hmm. And as you make your way over, you don't hear anything, Irisville. The offshoot that heads in this direction seems to be quiet. It's easily large enough to have like a full 6-foot-tall humanoid travel into the cave without having to duck. And you can see here on the ground, however, that there are blood splatters, which can be found, not cleaned or anything like that, on the outside of the cave.
Okay. I'll kind of like peek around the corner.
Okay.
Can I investigate like the walls for any signs of traps or orchage things?
Sure. You can make an investigation check.
Oh, 20, 24.
You can see that
where some of our good rolls are going.
There's some blood here and there. It's clear that some sort of commotion must have happened in this area in the last little while, and the blood looks like it came from maybe like a few days ago. As you continue to look, you actually find what looks like a spearhead that lays on the ground.
Ooh, okay.
It looks
I'll
distinctly
hold it up,
orcish.
Like this is. I'm not saying this because I want to be quiet. I'll hold it up like this is probably what Olaf was talking about. That one guy getting speared through the neck. I'll like poke it at my neck just to symbolize what I'm talking about because I'm not saying anything.
Okay. It's probably pretty obvious to the rest of the group.
Just like, hush, hush.
Oh, kill yourself now.
Irisville, as you look down into the cave here and go to check what else is in there, you see something. There's like the telltale sign that orcs have been here. There are piles of refuse which are laying throughout the cave. You can see what look to be a pile of corpses, like a bunch of bodies, many of which are orc, but some of which appear to be human. And the cave extends pretty far so that you actually can't see the final bit of it with your dark vision. It seems to be deserted though, and everything around here looks like it's been basically left for some time.
Okay. Then I'll wait for my party to catch up just a little bit and then head back into the cave here and make sure there's nothing else.
How close do you wait for them to get to?
Pretty close, like
30 feet?
I'll say I'll let them get to me and then like hold up a hand and then go ahead and go in.
Okay, so yeah, you guys can see this bloody scene as well, which is in front of the cave, and Irisville motions for you to wait while she steps inside.
Sensing danger, I think I'll cast False Light on myself.
Okay. As you step into the cave, you can see that the whole area looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. I'd like you to make a perception check.
Alright. 14.
14? Okay. There is, however, one thing that is off. There's a campfire nearby, which looks perfectly normal, but as you step by it, you realize that there are still warm coals within it.
Okay. I'll stop right there and like take a real good slow look around and check any place that I think I could have that could be hiding in work.
Okay. There's garbage everywhere here in the cave. As you look around, you find broken boxes, piles of bodies, weapons that have been strewn about. And as you look around to try and find things, roll perception for me.
Alright. Ugh, 10.
You are unable to find any orcs laying about.
Okay.
The cave does go much
Everything's
further in, however.
Alright, how far am I in right now?
Right now, you're probably maybe like, I'd say, 80 feet away from your group.
Okay. I'll go back then.
Okay.
And kind of tell everyone there's definitely orcs close. The campfire in here, it's still warm. Going over to one of the piles of corpses, I'll kind of like squat down a little bit and poke through with one of my daggers. Make sure there's no live orcs hiding among the dead ones.
Ah, okay. As you go over to the pile of corpses, you poke through them and you can see that there are orc and human alike just laying here. Some of them are horribly maimed, and others look like they have been more or less left intact. However, they do seem to have been looted, and you find that a common thread with a lot of these corpses is that they bear no weapons. And indeed, as you look around, you find nothing but like broken straps and snapped string in place of where a belt pouch would normally be, that sort of thing.
Okay. Here. Let's head further in. Stay, I'll be about 60 feet ahead. Don't let me get too much further than...
Okay.
I'll start making my way back into the cave, keeping an eye for any weapons. Let's see.
Hey.
Okay, so you guys can place yourselves wherever you want to be. This is the entrance to the cave here. You can wander in if you choose.
I'm gonna always hover 60 feet behind Ira.
So you guys are here? Okay. So as you go
Go
further
ahead.
in Earsville, you can see a
Guidance.
lot more of the same, until eventually you notice something. Towards the edge of your dark vision and then coming closer, you grasp the detail of a large barricade that has been placed in front of you.
Oh.
You can see as well that it's been arranged in such a way that the building material was clearly just garbage and corpses as well. And towards its center, there is an area where one could freely pass. You can see that from the ceiling, there hangs different pieces of rope, and on each of them dangles different heads. You see a dwarven one, a few human heads. It's an impressive collection. There must be more than half a dozen here hanging above the barricade.
Roll for stomach.
Alright. Then I'll move kind
What
of
a beautiful
over to
sight.
the wall here, and then slightly closer, and see if I can see. Is this like a solid barrier? I can't see anything past it, or look for movement, basically. Or
You can see past it, and it looks as though the area beyond the barricade is cleaner. It's just like an empty section of cave, more or less, and you see nothing.
okay. I'm a little bit further here. Still looking. Do I see any weapons on the other side? Any signs of camp?
I'd like you to make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, traps. All right. Oh, that's a saving throw. Shoot. Oh God, I am not prepared for this trap.
Okay.
Of course.
Here's joining the heads.
As you step forward, you realize that you've triggered something. Your foot catches on a very, very small piece of thread, or perhaps rope, which quickly releases and actually grabs onto you. You note that around you, in this area, there was a large circular rope hidden underneath just cave dirt, and it suddenly comes to life here, and the lasso grabs onto you. You attempt to get away, but actually stumble, making it worse. And instead of just grabbing onto an ankle or your leg, it grabs onto your torso and begins to pull you off down towards the cave. I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw, since it's grabbed you right around the rib cage.
Oh boy.
Do you make noise?
Okay, that's 12.
12. Okay.
Could be worse.
You take 4 points of damage as you feel a crunch and the rope begins to constrict around you. And as it pulls you forward, you see that your body is going to be dragged straight through the hole here in the barricade. And while you're being dragged along the ground at great speed, you hear what sounds like a war drum beating further into the cave.
Okay.
And I need...
So we were staying 60 feet back, so we would see this because it's at the edge of our dark vision?
Yeah.
We hear a war drum too.
But yeah, but we'd see the trap, so we would we'd have a bit more, couple seconds.
60 is right here, basically.
Okay.
So who has dark vision and who doesn't?
I do.
I do.
I do not.
So some of you guys can see what's going on. Some of you are blind and basically just following your buddies. We're going to take a quick break before Earsville is eaten by monsters.
That's what you think.
She's like giving them
quick.
tips on how to cook her as they're like seasoning her up.
Wait,
you know?
too
If
much
they find
salt. Ooh,
spices on her, they're like, "Oh my god, is it my birthday?"
What a-
Like,
What a find!
what a
Actually,
find!
I have a pouch of these nice rare spices.
You're in a boiling pot. Like, no, way too much pepper.
Yeah, dwarves
No,
have,
like,
orcs have like a fine culinary palate.
You need a little bit
Like-
of basil. We're
All right, we'll be
talking
back in a
elf
minute,
here.
folks.
It's a delicate dish.
Well,
Right.
just attach basil, some thyme, pepper, a bit of oregano. Yours hanging over a boiling pot decides to turn into a wolf, but she's still caught in the rope, and the orcs just look at you and it's like, "Oh, that's much better.
More meat.
More meat."
Can you shape into something bigger if you're constricted?
Yes,
Like break it?
I have a plan.
You have a plan.
I have a plan.
You should
I mean, if
really
anyone's
act on
gonna
the
get
plan
caught
before
by
they
a-
spear you along the
Yes.
way as you're being dragged.
Literally
Caught
as,
by a rope
as soon
trap.
as I can, which means hopefully immediately turn into a lizard. Be like, well,
Lizard.
A wizard.
you're
A grand wizard?
the God, the rope that was once constricting my torso is now way too big.
No, it's
And
way it
backs
continues
off
to
of that.
constrict and it actually catches you as a lizard and crushes you.
Crushes you. That'd be a really tight rope.
I'll be right back. And a back.
Welcome back.
I've been welcome. Yes, beautiful, beautiful Food Wars is out. Finally.
Welcome back.
Mercy.
Hey,
Who's not here?
It's people that don't reply.
I'm here.
I am also.
Rook the big warrior is back.
Charging into battle.
Ride or die.
This character plays.
I really want to
What's your,
do.
Friday character.
Yeah. My character in Jay's campaign is like a super, like, scared and shy orc.
Kay was saying that she's like trying to kill you and shit. Or wanted to kill you.
Kay's character is very scary.
K
Wait.
plays like the K meme in real life.
Right?
Like
Oh,
super
is-
aggro, screaming at everyone.
Is this a different campaign?
Yeah, this is Friday.
Oh god. Sunday.
This is Friday.
Or sorry, Sunday.
Okay, alright.
Those days are very different.
Oh
yes,
god.
yes they are.
I get confused because those are the two nights that she plays. And she plays like the same character, just different class.
Oh.
The old reskin.
No idea what you're talking about. Mine's like not a reskin. Mine's just repackaged, to be honest. Slap a new coat of paint on that. A little less green.
Yours isn't a reskin, it's a rebrand. Or maybe it's just like a version 2. Maybe it's a ripoff. Yeah, no, your characters are all just ripoffs.
Fucking A.
What? Oh, jeez.
It's
Don't look at the
snapping
D&D
your
board.
character model because you're
Oh,
special.
yeah. Yeah, because I had to reload it, and now it doesn't work.
Where's
But what
the,
happened to not seeing any orcs?
Can you pull the thing out so I can make my token get the...
They got a good stealth roll and your perception was trash.
Where's the thing that like gives you the number under your character?
I had it out. Come on, Jay. No, I'm just kidding. Here you go,
No, I
bud.
missed it.
Does
Wait,
anybody
what
else
is
not
it?
put theirs on there?
Wait, what is that?
That's what gives you the little number
I just have
under
to
your
put it on
token.
there once?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're all good now. Let's see here.
Maybe I should play freaking halfling next time. Be the baller.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to roll ones, Halfling's the class for you. Okay.
No, it's human variant, because then you can just take fucking lucky.
I was gonna say, or Lucky Feet, which is just super OP.
Yeah, it is.
Alright, is everybody good to go?
Yep.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I would like
Oh,
everyone
hold on,
to
give me a
please
second to work on my X.
roll initiative and set up your order over there while I do the surprise round.
Because I have guidance on myself, and this is technically a check. I still roll super low. God dang it, tonight is not my night.
My
Oh,
die roll
boy.
stopped by the enemy. Actually, it was stopped by you, Josh. You
Oh,
damn
this is
metal
super
dice.
bad.
Oh, conveniently where I was, where I'm supposed to be.
Wow.
No way.
We all rolled so low.
How did I
Well,
roll
Josh.
the best of all of us?
You're going to,
I take a
you're
lot
gonna
of
have a
attacks
fun
unless they were
time.
real low.
You're going to take 2 rounds of orcish damage.
So, it's cool for now, but in the future, if you start combat while being dragged along the ground by a rope that's suffocating you, you probably don't have time to cast guidance on yourself. Just an
No.
FYI.
I had it before I walked in the cave. That's the only reason why it's going.
Like, how long does it
I
last?
wouldn't do that. When I turned into the cave, as I was walking past guidance on myself, I made sure to mention
Gotcha.
and hadn't made a check until then.
Give me uno momento.
That is the only reason.
This is gonna go poorly.
I guess it would be a con save then, against the damage from the rope. But either way,
Yeah, it doesn't count on saves, which sucks.
no.
What?
But I mean, like it would cause you to do like a con check because
Oh,
you just
I
took
see what you mean.
damage, so you would
Yeah,
concentration.
concentration.
Yeah. Let's see here. So while you're being dragged along the ground here, you can see that the rope goes further along here and heads off into darkness into the cave, and you can see many orcs over there. You also notice that while you're being pulled here, a bunch of them stand up from behind the barricade. Then, got a couple of attacks for you.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that one's a miss. That one might be a hit. It's a 19
Oh, wow.
hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. You take 5 points of damage as one of these orcs throws a javelin that manages to stick into you. Another one flies out and bounces off of the ground while you're being dragged along here. And initiative for the buddies here. Ah, okay. That's not the worst. It's your turn. Oh, wow. No, never mind. They're on first. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You guys suck, dick.
Right.
Holy
Today's
shit.
a really bad day.
That is...
It's not great.
That's not good. Okay,
He's like,
well...
"Oh, that's some-"
All right. Well, we have some actions come from the people here. The first thing first is the trap continues to pull you off in that direction, and
Okay.
so you are moved about here.
Oh god.
Still being dragged.
And while you're here, you can see that against the back wall here, there's a mechanical contraption which is pulling you in. You see another orc which is seated over by it, just behind it, pulling on a winch here and rapidly winding you into this direction.
Okay.
I was about to say, this is some fancy ass orc mechanics that this is automatically pulling her in.
Let's see here.
I've been studying.
These ones move up, and you can see they all get into a spot of like anticipation for you ending up over here, and they all throw javelins in your direction while you're being pulled over here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here.
I will take those disadvantage rolls.
So that's likely going to be, does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. And the other one is a 19 and much higher.
They all rolled with disadvantage?
Nope.
No?
No, I'm ruling it's tough because you're being pulled really fast on the ground.
That's fair, I guess.
Is a 19 hit?
Yes, 19 hit.
And two. So that's 16 damage total that you take from two of the javelins as you're pulled forward.
Alright.
These ones here over on this side, you can see, Rook, that a few of them throw like javelins in your direction, but they fall short, and after that they go towards hiding behind the barricade, and you can hear things moving around, and with your dark vision you can barely see as they seal up the barricade here.
Oh god.
After that, let's see. You can see further into the cave, Irisfeel. It curves back up into this direction, and you can hear the beating of a drum which comes from around the corner. It is your turn, Jay.
I am completely blind. I rope around until I find Rook, and I cast light on him, like on his chest plate.
Okay. You can now
Maybe
see
it's
around
back.
Rook.
I don't want to blind Rook, but I want to, be able to see what's going on.
The stench that you could smell earlier is suddenly given sight, and there are bodies all around you and garbage and refuse that line the cave. humans and orcs all over.
I still can't see anything really, so I guess I end my turn there.
Okay.
It only gives like 20 feet of vision or something like that.
Okay, Yuri, you're up.
I've got to check something since apparently my Excel sheet didn't fucking save.
Ah,
I've got like all the information, but I don't have like certain things written down. For now, I guess. Am I within reach of the gate? Or whatever the barricade?
you are 5 feet away from it.
Okay, just checking. That was my sprint. That's my action for this turn.
Okay. After that, Earsfield, it's your turn.
Okay. Well,
So you are on the ground being pulled at roughly like, maybe like 5 feet per second kind of thing. Sliding across the ground here as javelins clatter around you, a couple landing, and everybody has pulled here around this wooden contraption getting ready to kill you. You get there.
the hard part about not having. Okay. So, what I am going to do is, provided I can, I'll cast Long Strider on myself. And then I
what
will
does
use
Long Strider require for like components? Does it have a
Long
somatic component?
Strider. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Make a check using the modifier you do for spells. So make a straight wisdom check.
Okay.
If you can hit a 10 or higher, then you land it.
That's nat 20.
Okay, so you cast Long Strider on yourself while sliding across the ground here.
And then I will turn into a spider.
Spider.
Not a giant spider, a tiny, regular spider.
Interesting. Okay. So you transform into a spider while sliding along here, and it's difficult at first. The constraint on you makes it somewhat irritating to try and pull off your magic, but you're able to, and you transform into a spider, but you're still flying along when you collide with the ground. I want you to go ahead and make for me a Constitution saving throw here as your spider self.
Okay.
Because you're basically flying at Mach 2.
Well, that's a 5 plus whatever a tiny spider has, which is probably nothing.
Probably not enough to save for that. Let's
Yeah.
see here. Okay. You take 8 points of damage as you collide with the ground.
What? Alright.
And if that doesn't knock you out, a number of your spider legs break while you're flying here.
Okay, illusion. This is a 1 health point spider.
Oh. Okay, well you...
This is... I'm saying this is literally a tiny spider. I'm being dragged along the ground.
Yeah.
I turn into something small so I can get out of the rope.
Yeah, it'd be like if I had like a jar with a spider in it and like I let it get onto my hand slowly and then I threw it at the wall.
Right.
I don't think that would kill a spider, honestly, actually.
No.
Spiders, like a tiny ant and shit like that can survive like falls out of a plant.
So
Fun
like,
fact,
Yeah, like-
physics.
resistance to fall-based damage from being spider?
No, it's
Yeah,
just being
let's go with that.
surface area or bullshit like that.
As in, please don't literally kill me
Well-
right now.
I'll have to think on that for 2 seconds.
The god dice in his hand. You can hear juggling.
If I threw a spider against a wall, would it live? Google. Is it a kid? No, that's not what I'm looking. If you throw a spider out the window, does it break? The fuck is this kind of wording?
Does it break?
Don't go arguing technicalities again.
I think my spider is broken.
Okay.
Please help.
So you transform into a spider, collide, hit the ground, and turn back into Earsfield, rolling for a bit and coming to a stop, maybe about 10 feet over here.
Okay. I will take that. That is fine. Oh boy. Alright. How high is this barricade?
The barricade is about 5 feet tall. And you can
Okay.
see from your vantage point here on the ground with your elf vision that they are currently blocking off the area and put enough stuff in there that it's basically as strong as the rest of the barricade.
Apparently, if you threw a spider, it would, and it like hit the ground after like throwing it as hard as you can, but it didn't like
Alright,
land on the ground. It would walk away and be fine.
Enough with the spider. Let it go.
I
Alright.
know. It's just interesting.
Oh god.
Don't say.
Man. Well, that's half my movement to get up. Oh, God.
The 10 you slid doesn't count.
Yeah. But I mean... Okay, well, then I'll just run back this direction and, hope to... God, somebody can get to me before I get murdered.
I'd say you can see Yuri, but he's really short, so...
Okay. So that's as far as I can go right now.
Okay. After
It's
that,
a direwolf.
it's your turn, Rook. What do you want to do?
Well, I could sprint up here.
Sprint at it, action shirt, and just attack the fucking gate.
That's what I was thinking of.
I mean, you could probably jump over it.
What is this
I
thing
don't know what this
constructed of?
is.
This wall?
It's a combination of corpses and like pieces of wood and crates and like barrels, things like that, which have just been roughly nailed together. Like somebody has taken a hammer and just like it hurts your eyes, Yuri, to just see that somebody would build something like this.
Is
Yeah,
it
no, that's why I said
splintery?
roll for stomach.
Is it like splintery? Is it like there's nails poking out of it?
Yes, yeah, like all over it.
Fuck.
Is the gate the same way?
It's
I feel
like
like moving corpses and the shit for this part of the barricade would be
there's no corpses in the center, just like a bunch of wooden boxes and whatnot that have been cobbled together and pushed in front.
I see.
I have a bunch of metal armor on, right?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah, you
splint
do.
armor on. I have thick metal.
Thick.
Are you gonna
Thick.
try and bulldoze through it?
Does it take an action if I just were to sprint fucking at it?
No, if you want to just like try running straight through it, that's fine.
Straight fucking bulldoze.
Okay, make for me a strength check then.
Whoa!
You've got my dander up.
Got my dander.
Yes.
Okay.
Just move spirit breaker noises.
So where are you aiming, like towards the barricade when you break through it?
I was hoping to go straight through that fucking gate, but I mean, if you want a nat 20, can I go into this boy?
So this portion of the barricade here explodes outwards as you ride through it. So this is
Ride or
now a
die.
clear path, and you finish right here. And as you do, fucking A.
I know.
Let's see here.
I'll fix it later.
As you do, you mount an orc.
I'm making a couple of dexterity checks. One of them fails, so let's see here. A piece of wood flies off. There's many, but one of them catches this dwarf in the side of the head here, and you can see that it sticks to the side of his head as like one of the nails seem to have gone through his cheek.
Ow! Ow!
He's still alive and looks towards you, and he's very upset.
Oh god, I would be too!
Why'd you do this? I worked so hard on this barricade. You just fucking ran through it, you fucking
Yeah, and
asshole.
Orcish says, "Not cool, man." So, is that your turn?
How much can... I'll action surge... what type of action is it to blow my horn louder than their drum?
Oh.
I wanted to, like, action surge, dodge, and blow my horn.
That's like a suspend the laws of reality, roll like a 20 kind of thing. But you can try it if you want.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a Constitution roll. And if you can get over 20, like if you can get 20 or higher, you manage to blow the horn loud enough to drown out the drum for a minute.
Let's see. I'm just checking my con. Okay, 4. Oh, that's a nat 1.
We've had a nat 20 and a nat 1 on one turn.
I flipped a coin this one.
Oh.
Okay. Aside from that, I'll dodge.
Okay, so you go to grab your horn, and as you do, you take it from its belt pocket here, and then it slips out of your hand, and you watch as it falls and tumbles away from you and lands past Irisville.
Fucker.
Cool. Wait, can you dodge? Did you action search?
Yeah, I action surge dodge.
Okay.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Braxton, you're up.
Why do you action search dodge and not just hit the fucking orc?
I can get. Can I? If I get there, can I see anything, or can I see through that barricade?
You are human, and Rook currently has light on his body, so you can see roughly in like 4 around him here if you want to drag
But
the line.
the barricade's not too high.
Yeah, so you can see like bits of light poking out from the barricade because it's so like roughly put together. And you can also see like Yuri is somewhat lit up by the light. There's like some orc figures that are on the other side.
So I'd be okay to make an attack against any of those orcs.
Mm-hmm. They will be in cover though, if you're making like a ranged spell attack kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do. So I'm gonna hex this one, that one there, and try to ice knife that one so it doesn't hit Rook and everyone.
Oh, interesting. Okay, roll to hit.
Yep. Oh, got him.
Now we killed one.
22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage, and I'll do some saves for them.
Okay, so the one on
The
a
one in
hit,
the center
so
that you hit fails.
Okay, so the one I hit takes a D10 piercing, and the ones around it take 2d6 cold. So the one I hit takes 8 damage.
Okay.
And it's hitting the 2 around it.
The one that you hit also takes the ice damage.
Do they take
Okay.
half if they pass the save?
Must succeed on a dex saving throw or take damage. I think they don't take any, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Aren't all spells phrased that way?
Not all of them.
Nope.
No, this
This-
one's.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
target
no,
is
no,
in
each
the-
creature. The target and each creature within 5 feet where the ice exploded must succeed on a save or take the damage. So I'm thinking it's none.
Oh, okay, there's no
Yep.
half then. Well, the one
Right.
that you hit with the dagger actually failed, so you might kill him outright here if you get a
Okay.
decent roll. Oh my
Nope.
fuck. Wow.
Takes 3 more.
Okay, the dagger flies out, and you watch as it makes its way past a couple of planks and strikes true, exploding afterwards. But after staggering back for a second, as the ice clears, you can see he's still alive.
He also takes the hex damage though, so let me roll that.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh wait, I know. I hexed the one closer, so actually hex doesn't go up. Sorry,
Ah, okay.
scratch that.
Let's see here. I'll put it on his name. There we are. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I hope I moved far enough away that they shouldn't be able to. Alright. That's. Yeah. Shouldn't be able to hit me.
So there's only one that's close enough to get an attack on you. The others, let's see. What would they do? Okay. You're hungry for blood. You're gonna have to hold your guy for a second.
Alright, yeah, just here.
There we go.
These fuckers are wogging right now so hard.
The wog is pretty intense right now. Okay, so there's a bunch of attacks coming out. We'll do the first one here. There's an attack on you, Irisfield, the only one that was able to catch up. He swings and likely misses with a 10.
No.
Yeah. Meanwhile, close to you, Rook, there are 6 that still have their attacks. 2 of them swing at you with their axes. Ooh. Well, one of those is a 16 and the other's a 21.
21 hits.
Okay.
Are they at disadvantage? Yeah.
Oh, you have your dodge thing going?
Dodge.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I action surge.
Reroll those. That one misses, and this one also misses, so you're all good. Meanwhile, towards Yuri, you see a couple of them take up their spears and throw them towards him.
What? Goddamn assholes.
Okay. I imagine 2 of those are going to hit with a 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 more that... one more that comes out. And that one misses. So you catch... 15 points of damage, Yuri, as 2 spears fly over the top of the barricade and slam into you, finding some way to get past your armor.
I don't wear armor, but
Oh, okay, right. You're wearing clothes.
barbarian.
They make it past the soft fabric with ease, finding their way into your fleshy dwarven bits.
Fucking hell, man.
The drum
Was it
gets
like-
louder, and you can see coming around the corner here, Earsville and Rook, there is another figure. Let's see, your dark vision goes to about here. Yep.
Are these big?
Big mouse.
And it is your turn, Jay.
Okay. Ira is looking
Bad.
hurt, right?
Very bad. If that orc had hit me, I would have gone down.
Okay, so I need to step up into range to healing word at the 2nd level.
Yes,
on
please.
Ira.
Okay.
This is +8. 15. Yeah, 15 points of healing.
Wow.
Okay. So you get some
And
massive heals there.
Seriously.
with my bonus action, I can see the this one's got most of the damage from Braxton's stuff, correct?
Where you are right now, yeah, because Rook's Light is nearby. You know that that's the one that's really bad.
Yeah, there's like, so I can see, basically what I see right now is like this little like circle, right? And then there's just like a little portion of darkness.
You see out to here, because it's 20 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light for light.
But there's still like darkness between. Alright, so I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame as my action on this guy.
Okay, let's see if he makes that dex save. He rolls a 9.
Okay, so he fails. That is
Ooh.
7 points of
Okay.
radiant damage.
There it is. There's a brief portal that opens up above this orc, and then radiant light and flame bursts out, sending him down to the ground.
And I'm going to spend the rest of, well, not all of my movement, but I'm going to spend 20 feet backing up. Oh, right, we have the stupid...
Yeah.
First. Yeah, we're just going to back up so that I'm like 20 feet away from everybody.
Okay. Is that your
That's
turn?
my turn. Yep.
Alright, Yuri, you're up.
Alright, we decided that when I go into a rage, I have to declare I'm going into a frenzy, right?
Something like that.
Alright, well that's what I'm doing. I want to go into a rage and go into a frenzy. That uses a bonus action, so I can't make the attack this turn, but I can do it next turn.
Okay,
But I'm gonna move up and I want to smack this one with my normal attack.
sure. Let's go ahead
Smack
and see
it.
what we get.
Actually, where did the javelin come from? Do I know where the javelin came from?
from orcs on this side of the barricade and this side. You don't know which one's through, because it's like low light flying over a barricade you can barely see over.
No, I want, like, which one hit me? Did it come from this? Which one's hit me? Did it come from
One
this side or
from
both
each.
sides? One from each. Alright, I'm going on this guy. Fuck this asshole.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack recklessly, because fuck off.
Equal opportunity javelins.
Oh, they both would have hit. 19. It's D10 plus rate. I'm assuming a 19 plus whatever my strength hits.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage for that. Let's see what you get.
My almost shitty, almost good X is not doing very much damage today. That should be 7?
7 damage.
I think. My rage is only plus 2 at the moment, right? Yeah, 7.
Okay. With a swing here, you leave a heavy gash in this orc. He's bleeding out, but he seems to enjoy it in some sort of weird way.
Aye, you sick fuck.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alright, Earsville, it's your turn. Your allies are here to help you, but you're kind of stuck for escapes.
Well, good, but okay. Do I want to gamble this? Okay.
Five?
Yep. We are going to gamble this.
Big
Hold
J
on a
Augury.
quick second. Because I don't have any of my spell cards here. I need another radius on this. I will cast Fairy Fire. Cube. Which should be fine. There we go. And I will hit all of these guys with it. So I need 7 dex saving throws of a DC 13.
Okay, we'll start with the back row. Okay, it's 2 passes, so we'll say this guy in the middle here has Fairy Fire. FF. We'll do the next 3 up. Fail, fail, fail. Okay, got all of them. And then the last one on the side passes. Okay.
Okay. And then I will use my bonus action to turn into a die roll.
Okay,
And this is gonna move some figures, so.
it's fine. We can shuffle some people a little bit.
And or
One
quickly
lands
mounts
on top of
you.
Get off! Oh boy. I'm gonna take that snap off as soon as I remember which one.
Okay, there we go.
Alright. Okay,
So those ones are Fairy Fired. You transformed. Is that the turn?
that is my turn.
Okay. Is it a concentration?
It is concentration.
Okay. Rook, you're up.
I'm hitting this one.
You have advantage on everybody that's sparkly. Like all of these guys.
Alright, I'm hitting this one.
There we go.
I want advantage on advantage by
It's
attacking recklessly.
9 or it's a 14 to hit or a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Boom.
Oh my god.
13 damage at that guy.
A single fell swoop. You manage to send this man down to the ground. His arm decapitates off and bounces off the chest of the orc behind him. And as his body falls to the ground, and so does the arm, another one just gets ready to step up and take his place. He kicks his old friend here, like, with contempt almost, as he takes his spot in the battle.
The bloodlust fuels me and I go for a great weapon strike on this one.
Okay.
That's
See if we
not a
get the
roll.
Double kill.
$17 to hit.
Still a hit. It's
So
not
this is-
damaged, so you're gonna have to get good dice.
Reroll once.
Alright, yeah.
That is 23 damage.
23.
23.
Great
Great
weapon.
Grey
weapon.
Weston Mastery!
Come on, Jim, you're used to this.
With a second swing, it's like one upward, one severing the arm, and then you swing off to the side here after doing a bit of a pirouette, and it hits the man right in the neck, and you watch as this orc's head just separates from his body, and his corpse like twitches, his arms coming up like they're about to do a swing, and the axe falls from its hands, and the rest of him just falls to the ground.
I love killing some full orcs. Feels good to be back.
Is that your
You
turn?
can make a barricade.
That is my turn.
Okay. After that, Braxton, you're up. There's blood flying everywhere from the other side of the barricade.
Are there ones with fairy fire that I get advantage on? Is that what that does?
You do. So while they do have cover, you at least get advantage. So
Wonderful. How about I shoot at that one right there
that guy. Okay, perfect.
with another ice knife, so it splashes.
All right. See if you can get like a critical ice knife. That would be pretty insane. Okay.
Oh wait, do I have advantage though?
Advantage.
You have advantage. Yeah.
On the one in the middle.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you
Wonderful.
do hit. It flies past the barricade, and the cover doesn't block it, but no
Okay.
crit, sadly.
All right, here's the piercing for the guy it hits.
Ooh, nice.
Pretty good.
And
Okay.
They all
And
need
do
dex saves. Yep.
From 4 people. Okay. One in the middle. Fails. One to the left. Passes. Upright. Fails. To the right. Passes. So that's 3 fails. Pretty good. Ooh,
They
9
all
damage.
take 9 damage.
The one you originally hit is torn asunder by all of the ice, which explodes outwards. The one to the side takes some more. This one takes some more. There we go. They look like they're badly wounded. Ones which have caught more ice shards, but they're still standing.
I think I'll just hug this wall so I don't get any of those spears, or at least deter from spears, and that's my turn.
Okay. After that, I've got a little bit of combat coming up. Let's see here.
Can't truly experience these lich me. Don't know what they are.
Gonna have your mana.
Uh-oh. Is Lich memes happening?
This ice ain't nice.
Someone needs to play Lich.
I don't know any more lich lines except for this ice ain't nice and lich gonna have your mana.
Oh, that's cold.
Doesn't he say like cold hard cash or something like that?
Yep.
Oh,
What does he
think
say
every
when he
time-
fucks up a chain frost?
oh fuck.
Oh, that's
That's a drip.
nice.
So, let's see here. Those 2 were
Go ahead and pull up the
dashes.
list lines.
We have plenty of attacks coming in. Yuri, a javelin flies to you from the back of your head here, and...
It has advantage. It has advantage.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Reckless.
Reckless.
I thought that was only melee attacks.
Is it only melee attacks?
That would be a good thing to read right now.
I think it's just everything.
I thought it was everything.
Looking at it, reckless.
Pretty sure it's everything.
Attack rolls against you. Yeah.
Does
Yeah,
a 16 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. A javelin flies out and strikes you in the back for 5 damage.
Is that 2 or 3 damage? Because of resistance.
It's always round up, unless it doesn't make sense.
Okay, 3 damage.
Over here, Rook, you've got a few attacks coming your way. 4 to be precise. Okay, well that was a 17. Let's not do it like that. And then... Okay. So... Does a 15, a 20, or a 22 hit?
15 misses.
Okay, and then the final one is a 10, so 2 of those are going to strike. You take... Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Not even worried.
You take 20 points of damage.
Oh.
As great axes fly down and cut through your muscle and armor. Irisville, you are attacked by... Let's see. First, a javelin. Does a 21 hit.
Yes.
Okay, I figured as much. 5 damage.
Fucking orcs, man.
And then 2 attacks with some axes. And, oh, they both got 16 plus. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. You take 21 damage.
Oh,
After that, you can see that the torrent of orcs coming around the corner does not start there. And it is now your turn. What do you want to do, Jay? You can see over here that the battle is intense. Beyond the barricade, there's blood flying everywhere. At one point, you think you see like an arm fly up over the top of the barricade, and Rook looks like he's having the time of his life. But though the orcish numbers like occasionally dwindle, it seems like more just keep surrounding your companions.
Jay is mostly concerned with his allies right now. Who is looking? The Wolf, Yuri, and Rook. Which of them is looking like the weakest right now, or the most severely injured?
I'm pretty bloody.
I'm halfway.
I'm about a third.
They all look like they need help.
Yeah, I'm like half.
I'm probably the least likely to die in this circumstance. So probably the other two.
Shouted a dwarf with a crate on his back.
Oh yeah, I have that on my back. Wait, why didn't that protect me with the fucking javelin, you assholes?
It went just above. It's like right into the shoulder there. You don't want to get hit there.
Okay, your top spine.
Uh-huh. Fucking just gonna like take the crate, put it over one of the orcs' heads, see what it does.
I will
Catch it like a Pokemon.
I will healing word Rook
Okay.
at first level.
Oh.
Stepping up into range of it.
Okay, Fairy Fire's.
So that's 15 feet. Step up.
Did Fairy Fire fade from those hits?
We're good.
Alright, so I step up 15 feet, healing word onto my boy for 9.
Okay. So you heal 9,
Then,
Rook.
Sacred Flame on whichever one of the dudes looks the worst off. Do any of the orcs look like they've taken anything that I can see? I can really only see the ones right around them.
There's one close to the barricade, which looks like he's taken some damage.
Yeah, let's Sacred Flame this guy. Let's see if he can
Dexterity
dodge.
save. He passes with a 17.
In that case, I step back 15 feet
Okay.
and end my turn.
After that, Yuri, it's your turn. Oh, you might be muted, Jacob.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can't hear you.
muted.
Hey!
Yeah, no, my character's fucking pissed. Taking some javelins. Fucking tired of that shit. This barricade's fucking awful. Like, this is just everything. This is woe, man. This is all the woe. I'm gonna attack the orc right in front of me.
Sure.
Recklessly.
That was a cool roll.
Well, we're gonna have to hope here that a 13 hits.
It does.
My god.
Yep. Roll those deeps. This guy's already wounded. I think with your barb damage, you're gonna slay him no matter what. Oh, with that 9, yeah, no chance.
14 damage.
Okay. He brings up his axe to hit you, and yours catches him first. You watch as his fingers come off of the handle like sausages as the blade comes down and like crushes through there and then smashes into his chest, and he flies back and slumps against the wall before just stopping all movement.
Hey, that's what you get for using bad materials on a gate. I want to go hit this guy.
Okay. Get double
Bonus
attacks.
action attack.
Frenzy.
Yeah, frenzy.
Okay. Oh, that looks
was
good.
close. That looks
19.
good. I'm gonna assume that hits, because that's 24. And that's 15 damage.
Okay. This next one digs deep into this orc's side, and when you pull it out, you watch his organs just come spilling out of him, and he falls down to the ground.
And that's what you get for throwing these fucking sticks at me.
It's the grudge match of the century. Orcs and dwarves.
Right, and I'm going to just... do I want to go tank it? Nah, I'm gonna go walk over to this fucker.
Okay. It's your turn, Irisville.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Shoot. Well, this isn't great. How do I want to do this? I will take the dodge action and smack Rook with my tail and kind of like look back towards the entrance.
Okay.
Can I say a response right now?
Oh yeah. Talking's a free action, dude.
Crying's also a reaction.
It's up to you, but I'm having a great time.
Alright, I'll look back towards over here where there's orcs just streaming out, and then
and one particularly large orc right here.
Yeah.
Should probably. There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So you take the dodge. Is that it?
That's it.
All right, Rook, you're up.
Yes. I'll attack this one with Hex on it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Normal attack. 18 to hit.
18 definitely hits. Roll damage.
Great weapon mastery would have hit.
10 damage.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's already damaged. By the time that your axe hits him, you're able to fell him in one swoop. His body kind of just like collapses into a portion of the barricade.
Well, I'm gonna... This one is going to be Great Weapon Master on the next guy.
Okay.
My bloodlust fuels me. Oh, that's at 11.
An 11 misses, sadly.
You're inspired.
Is that your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Braxton, you're up.
I'm
You
gonna run
can
up
move
to
your hex if you so desire.
I do so desire. Let's see how far away. Yeah, I can move it to the big guy. Move to the big guy.
Moving to the big guy. What?
Move it, the hex.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's like, whoa, whoa.
Move hex to the
Oh
big
man.
guy.
You just see fucking Braxton like pushes Yuri out of the way of the barricade, just like runs past 10 orcs.
Just with a dagger in hand.
What is this wizard
Get him.
doing?
As I'm running
Look,
up.
man, we've already had wizards picking fights with fucking dragons. Now we don't need our next wizard running through orcs to pick a fight with our boss.
Guys, get behind the barricade. More tactical position. Thinking back to that tactics book I read. So I say that as I run up and
Okay.
move hex to that guy, and I'm going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on that big guy as well.
Oh, okay. What's he making then? is it
He
an
doesn't have
attack
anything. I have to make a ranged spell attack.
Let's see what you get. There's
Hope it's
no
good.
cover because you're firing through the hole here.
12 plus 5, 17.
17 hits.
Nice. Okay, so he only deals half damage with weapon attacks that use strength
Ah.
until my spell ends, which is
Spell ends when?
a minute,
And
or until I lose concentration.
And does he have saves he can make against it?
No.
Ah,
Wait. At the
interesting.
end of each turn, it can make a con save. Yes.
Okay. I would like you to make a perception check for me, please, Braxton.
Sure. Let's do this. 10.
Okay. You note that this orc is incredibly large in stature compared to the rest, but otherwise is more or less dressed the way that that he is. They just have rags of clothes, some hide armor here and there. A large two-handed axe is on his back here, and actually kind of drags on the ground a little bit as he moves towards you. As the ray flies out and weaves between enemies, striking him in the chest here, you watch the magic take hold and then see him laugh in your direction and then crack his knuckles.
That's
That's familiar. We had this happen with another orc.
Gonna twice in the motherfucking mouth.
Alright, that's all I can do.
That's your turn. Okay.
Told my party to get behind the barricade, cast a spell. Good.
Getting behind the barricade doesn't involve killing orcs.
It does, just it's more tactical.
It's all about the tactical, dude. Let's see.
I love my tacticals.
Man, I wish I had Fireball right now.
Right.
Shatter!
That one would also work.
Don't druids have that like blade grass thing too?
Yeah, if
blade
I was a
grass.
level 3 druid.
That one time fucking Bloodbane used it in the Geek campaign. That one time where it killed like 50,000 orcs.
I remember this.
Mm-hmm.
That was also the campaign I may have poison gassed our friendly Geed.
Our friendly warlock, our local neighborhood warlock.
Not allowed to use the
So-
words friendly and geed in the same sentence.
I
That
should
guy
really
was
stop talking
super
about it. I might
friendly.
give Jacob a boner.
Uh-huh.
Bad ideas, dude. This man
He's
walks over
out
to
there
the
somewhere.
side. And let's see. This one gets up over here. This one comes to engage you, Rook. This one gets right into the thick of it. This one moves over here. I need a check from you, please. Rook, a wisdom saving throw.
Excuse me?
Yes.
From orcs?
Wisdom saving throw.
That's some intimidating orc.
Alright, man. You know me, I'm a pretty wisdomful guy. 20,
Pretty
motherfucker.
wisdomful guy.
Wisdomful, yes.
You see that this orc over here, he extends a hand in your direction, and you see what looks like lightning that runs along his forearm and like up the muscle of his arm, and he makes a gripping motion towards you, and you feel a magical effect that runs through your head for a second, threatening to take you, but then you're able to push it back with your wisdom.
My wisdomness.
Wisdomfulness.
Can I laugh at him? Can I
Yeah.
not just laugh? Can I make fun of his laugh?
Make a performance check, please.
How to draw aggro.
How to have a 1v1 duel with an orc.
I think that's like a 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
You try to mimic his laugh, and it seems that you have his attention. After that, though, there are some attacks coming out. Let's see. We have 3 here on Irisville.
At disadvantage.
Yep. Got that dodge. So miss. Miss.
The classic Irisfield dodge tactic.
And miss.
At least he's not using key points.
I can't actually as a wolf anymore.
3 attacks.
No,
on
I know,
Rook.
that's why I said. At least he's not using key points.
Rook, one of those is probably going to hit with a 22.
Yep.
Okay. That's not bad at all. You're struck for 5 damage by a large axe. And Yuri...
Advantage.
Okay. That's a 20.
Hits.
Wow. 4.
2.
Yeah, nice. Okay, and after that, it's your turn, Jay. What do you want to do?
Need to see something here.
Oh good, someone in front of me. I like it.
Okay.
I know, I'm just seeing something. I don't actually want to do this yet.
Oh, okay. No worries.
I will do my my standard 20-foot run up to begin, and then look and see how are Yuri and Rook looking.
Peachy.
I am at 11 of 31.
Are we
But
allowed
I
to say,
have
like,
resistance.
I don't think I'm supposed to know numbers.
are we supposed to say actual numbers when we do this or no?
You gotta do variants of
whatever.
how rough you're
Like,
flying.
like, I look like I've taken blows, but I don't look phased.
I'm a bit over half.
You're either like really rough, a little rough, sort of rough,
Near death.
not rough.
He's looking bad. Quote
gotta
unquote
be
illusion.
Okay, I'll start off with Sacred Flame on this guy right here.
Okay, sure.
The one that's got Fairy Fire on him.
Alright, let's see. He fails, roll damage. He is already wounded. Get a high enough roll.
5 points of radiant damage.
He is out.
Good.
And after that, I will run the remainder of my 20 feet over to this little... Can I, like, get in this little nook here? Does that provide any kind of cover?
Yep. Yeah, like a little bit. It'll give you like a +2 or something like that.
Yeah, that's all I'm really looking for.
Okay.
And then healing word towards Yuri, since he's the only one I haven't hit yet.
Okay. Let's see what you get for the heal.
10 points to Yuri.
Wow.
Very value.
Light of clerics, man.
Every time I see that 1d4, it's like, it can't be that big of a number. And then it's a 10. It's like, oh, okay.
Right,
Sure.
D4
Okay.
is like customary. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, it's +7, so like, you know, the 7 points is what I base who I'm healing on, and then anything over that is just bonus. The D4 is the bonus heal.
So,
And
Yuri,
that's my turn.
you're feeling invigorated. Is that your turn, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're up.
Alright. I really wanted to kill this fucker, but now we have this asshole here, so I'm gonna murder this asshole.
Okay.
Recklessly. Recklessly.
Recklessly
is
destroying
pretty good.
assholes.
24.
Alright. See what you hit for damage.
11.
Roll luck for you. He is still alive.
Alright. Now, here's what does he look like he's barely alive?
Yes.
What would it take? Could I use my frenzy attack to instead, like, grab him and throw him into the barricade? Like, shove his face into the barricade if possible?
As an action, sure. Yeah, if you wanted to.
Well, no, it's a frenzy. Like, I have another attack from frenzy. But that count as an attack.
Yeah, you want to do it with your second one? I'd allow that.
Yeah.
Sure,
Okay.
make an athletics check against him.
Athletics.
With raging
Didn't roll
advantage.
very well.
You have advantage.
With raging?
Advantage
Okay, sure.
on all strength.
I mean, it's still like a 9 plus, it's 14.
14?
14.
Okay. He's already weakened, and you watch as his feet slip for a brief moment, and that's when you know you have the upper hand, and you're able to grab him and lift him, and you're just gonna throw him straight into the barricade.
I want to, like, grab him and shove his face into, like, a rougher part of the barricade. Just like, look at what you did! Like, he's rubbing it, like, putting a dog's nose and where he fucking pissed so he doesn't piss in the house.
Right, okay. You don't know if the point got across because you impale his face on, like, a stake of wood which goes through his eye socket, and his body is, like, now stuck there on the barricade.
Don't know if we got the point across.
You know, I
I'd
think
like to give you a golden fedora, Will.
You know, I think that
I'll just
pun
play
really
Mystic,
nailed
too.
it.
Oh no!
Christ.
It's the fish
I don't know,
all over
Uchi.
again.
You're starting to get a little rusty.
Sorry.
Guys, I think you.
I think we're having too good a time with the orcs. Josh just went into the oblivion. I'm gonna
saw
walk. Actually, I can't walk over there because this is a barricade.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't get over there unless you're gonna, like, push past Rook and then get to the other side somehow.
Braxton is shouting about tactics.
Look, man.
About to turn and leave. Right
I
now.
guess I will move right here. And I'm just like, I hate your fucking tactical piece of wizard.
Okay.
I don't know an insult right now. I'm too angry about these fucking orcs.
I don't think that was an insult at all.
You called me a wizard. It's on my name tag. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
This is my job description. Tactical fucking wizard. My job title.
is that your turn?
That is my turn. I'm gonna go to the
Okay.
bathroom. Be right back.
Here's Phil, you're up. They all
Okay,
missed last
I-
round. What's the plan?
I will disengage
Okay.
and move out this way,
Okay.
leaving enough room for Rook to get through here.
Interesting. Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Rook, you are up.
To ride, to die. Ride, to die.
You should just get the easy double kill and then.
Shut up, that's what I'm thinking about. You know,
Easy, man. It's easy.
it's right there in front of me.
2 letters is all you need.
Just double GWM, man.
This is like the easiest double kill in my life. Alright,
Very
here.
literal.
I'm gonna second wind first. Do that
Okay.
as a bonus.
Let's see that.
Roll high.
Hey!
Oh, he's not fucking leaving. No way. No fucking way.
Rook pokes his head from the barricade and just gives you like a head shake slowly.
I got it.
He like closes the barricade door.
Do you still get 2 attacks though now?
Yeah.
It's,
No.
I only get the double attack. Oh, is
No,
it my
since-
bonus
I think
action?
it uses a
Bonus action.
bonus.
Yep.
Oh man.
You could still like great weapon smite some dude, I guess, but yeah, you
You're
use
right.
your bonus, so
I could do that.
Why did he
at
use
least
his
you got a
action?
value 10 on the bonus.
He bonus action to.
I'm almost back
Second
to full
one.
health. To be
You
honest.
got a 3 on a healing word back there.
Guys, I think you're making a mistake. We should go in on this.
Why are we're like going forward in the wrong direction?
I'm still waiting for Braxton to Kool-Aid Man his way through the barricade to the main boss.
I'm coming for you, Lightning Man. Oh, yeah.
Have some red juices.
Here, I got this. I'll disengage. Go right here. Can I make another performance check for that? No, my horn's on the ground. Fuck.
It's over there.
Like disengage, walk over. Does it
Disengage.
take an action to
Okay,
pick
hold
it
on.
up?
Does it take an action to pick up that horn?
That's an interaction.
Oh, it's an interaction.
Yep.
Let me just calculate
This-
the. This is. I'm just doing the math. I'm not moving yet. 7. Yeah. I'll do that. I disengage, pick up my horn. I don't engage with these guys, right? If I.
No, you can just reach out and nab the horn and run away.
Oh,
I'll be taking this.
The goofiest attack action I've ever seen. Rook.
Fuck off, man. What action is it to blow my horn here?
You don't have anything left. You've actioned, bonus,
used-
and interaction. You got no horn left.
Okay.
You got. It's a free action to make a horn sound with your, your voice.
Yeah, you can just scream like a weirdo if you want.
Oh, can I scream like a weirdo?
Yeah, dude. It's Constitution to see how loud the Raptard screeches.
19.
Okay, it's pretty loud. You draw a lot of attention as you scream while grabbing the horn and exit.
Sorry.
Is that your
like
turn?
spider?
Coming
You
through.
like spider crawl up to your horn, screeching at them, grab it, and just crawl away.
What a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Okay. That's it.
That's it? Okay. Braxton, you're up.
Well, this is good. Tactical position. Let's just send a fucking Elder's Blast at that Hex big boss dude.
Chat thinks you're being pussies, by the way.
Tactical.
Look, man,
alright?
I was stepping
Shut
out
up,
of the
chat.
way.
This is the first tactical battle this group has ever had, alright?
I mean, we
is.
kind of screwed it up already, though.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit, baby. So, alright. Oh, I'm assuming that hits like a 24.
Yeah, no, you definitely got it. So you're hitting who, sorry?
The big guy that I have Hex on.
Oh.
So 7 and then plus Hex. There. 10 damage.
10 damage total. Okay.
The big guy.
Yep, I need chat to understand. I need more orcs near this barricade so I can make them understand how annoying this barricade is to me.
Do
They
I
just
look
add
like
them
I'm in
to
a pretty safe?
I'm just gonna make the barricade better by adding some orcs.
Is that your turn?
I might move a little, you know. Gotta want to keep this concentration, so let's just, you know, go back there a little bit. Alright. We're
Is
good.
enfeeble concentration?
It is.
Technically, you can have feeble and hex.
Oh, fuck. Son of a-
Sorry.
Is Hex concentration? Why did I think it wasn't? Okay, well, enfeeble never
I think-
happened, alright?
I think there are some spells that don't have concentration but work like that. I can't remember if the Ranger's Hunter's Mark is one of those or not.
Ray would do.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark is
So-
also concentration.
I'll let you just pick which one you want.
Ray of
him to
Enfeeble
have.
never happened. Just. I fucked
No
up.
enfeeble? Okay. Alright, I'll take that off there. And let's see what our orc friends want to do today. Another wisdom saving throw from you, please, Rook.
How can that motherfucker see me?
Because the
That's
barricade's
not
not
very good
perfect.
Barricade's shit.
Well, you know
It's the
me.
opposite
I'm a
of perfect.
wisdomful guy.
Wisdomful.
It worked last
I
time.
know.
Oh, shit.
That's a 5.
My
Okay.
wisdomfulness is
Draining.
drainingfulness. It's draining fully.
On your turn, Rook, you will be helpless to do anything but make melee attacks against your own allies.
Do I get to choose?
It's just whoever's closest.
Alright.
I see.
All of you see what looks like a jagged crown that appears over Rook's head, and his eyes
Holy
go dark.
fuck.
He turns towards you, Yuri, and you can see a look of pure malice that he has. And there's a distinct grin and laugh that seems to come from this caster over here towards the center. The rest of the men move up, and let's see. They're given a call that comes out to them from their leader. Let's see. Goes there. And reposition them. So we got 5 attacks are about to be coming your way. Let's see who's the favorite.
Do we get some sort of cover bonus? Or
You
not?
do, because these are javelins being tossed over the top of the barricade. So, Irisville is favorite if this is an 11 or above. And it's a 6. Yuri, you're the lucky boy.
Hi! Hi, friends!
Are you still in your advantage rage thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you attack last time?
Yeah,
Did you-
I killed like an orc and then walked away.
Okay.
Shoved that orc into the fucking barricade.
So Yuri, you have a bonus 2 to your AC right now.
17.
Let's see. Actually, no, make that a bonus.
Short.
Yeah, bonus 2. Nope. Yeah, you're pretty fucking short.
But
It
I
is
am
true.
standing at the gate.
You are short. Yeah, make it a 2. So what's your total AC right now?
17.
Okay. Sorry, I derped out. So the first one misses, and the second one will hit. Do catch a javelin for 8 damage.
4 damage.
And then 3 towards you, Irisfiel. What's your AC with an added 2?
17.
17, okay. And do you have any advantage or disadvantage stuff on you?
Nope.
Okay, 3 regular attacks.
If you want to re-roll the ones that were on me, they do have advantage.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I rolled yours.
Okay.
And I did roll with advantage.
Okay.
There is 2 hits that land on you, Irisfiel.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yep. Fortunate rolls. 6 plus, so you take a total of 12 damage.
Wow. That just puts me out of that roll.
Like 1 HP?
Not even.
Oh, wow.
Literally to 0.
Oh, okay. Well, that's their turn, so I guess it worked out in a way. Jay, you're up.
Alright. I need Rook to make a charisma saving throw or fail the save if he chooses. I don't know if he can choose to fail a saving throw right now, but I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on Rook.
Right now,
Well,
Rook can't choose to do anything that isn't killing the fuck out of people.
Okay, in that case, he needs to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay, what are you casting on him?
Calm Emotions.
Ah.
Does this?
Oh.
I don't know what this spell does. I'm rolling it. That's
Higher
9.
than 14, right?
It's a 9.
Okay. If a creature fails a saving throw, I can choose one of the following 2 effects. I suppress any effect causing the target to be charmed or frightened. So, if this Crown of Thorns is considered a charm, then he is no longer effective.
Okay. The crown pulls back, and you watch it start to recede, almost like a set of vines curling back, the sound of metal bending and twisting until the whole thing lifts.
Okay. This is a concentration spell on my part, by the way, Aleutian. So if it lasts 1 minute,
Okay.
and then if the duration of that other spell would be longer than the 1 minute, or if I drop my concentration, then it goes back onto him.
Okay.
I don't
That's
want
my
to
turn
smite
now.
the shit out of you.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alright, Yuri, you're up.
Alright. So lighting a torch and attempting to light the barricade on. Does the barricade look like wet? Does it look like dry wood? How does it look?
The barricade? How does it look? There's a good
Yeah, like,
deal
if
of
I were to
blood that's
attempt-
been added to the other side.
If I were to attempt to light it on fire, does it look like a fire might hold?
Oh, totally. Like, getting it to start might be a bit difficult, but once it took hold, yeah, there's like holes through it for oxygen and everything. It's basically a bonfire waiting to happen, with a few bodies on it.
Yes. So, is lighting a torch and attempting to light it on fire, that would be an action?
An action to light the torch and then just throw it in there? Yeah, I'd say that'd be an action.
Okay, can I do that?
Okay. Let's see here. Given that you're right beside the barricade, I would not say you need any roll. You take a torch, light it on fire, and just shove it into the barricade. So you can subtract a torch from your inventory.
Will do. Alright. And then, I'm still angry. I don't really want to walk past the barricade into the fire, so I'm instead going to take my fist and punch Rook in the stomach.
Motherfucker.
Look, man, you look like you're going to hit me. I didn't like
I
it.
was about to smite the shit out of you.
Yeah. I'm going to fucking punch you in the gut.
You're doing it recklessly?
No, I shouldn't be, but I did, so it's happened. I'm going to assume that misses. You're lucky. Wouldn't have hurt, though. 15.
No, you missed.
Ah, yes. I get to keep my rage, though. That's all that matters.
Hey, roll a charisma check for me.
Okay.
Just,
I'm not very charismatic, but that is
Nope,
a 14.
looked like you tried to punch me.
Oh, I definitely did punch you. You look like you're gonna fucking smite the shit out of me. Alright, I've lit the barricade on fire. I've attempted to punch Rook. I am now... That's Rook. Going to step back a few feet. And I'll be over here.
Interesting. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move over this way.
You're up, Irisville.
Alright. Yuri, Rook, it's time to go. And I will run this direction for my movement. Which is really goddamn high, apparently. And then I will arrow this guy. Big Boss gets a longbow shot, which is a 18 to hit.
Okay.
Can you see him?
For 9 damage. Can I?
I think, with the light from Rook.
Dim light
And
through a group of orcs and the barricade. I'd say it's fairly
Depends how
slim.
much-
What was your roll to hit him?
Oh.
19.
Yeah, I'd say it's high enough that you can hit him ever so barely. What was the damage?
9.
How's the fire on the barricade look? Because that might give him enough light.
There we go. It hasn't started quite yet. You only put it there a moment ago.
Yep.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay. Rook, you're up.
To pick someone up and run with them, does it have your move speed?
To pick someone
Depend
up
on
and
how
run with
heavy.
them. Yeah, if you're over encumbered, then yes.
Yeah, I probably would.
He is a dwarf with like a crate on his back.
I'm still raging, so I won't take that much damage.
He'd be like moving in your arms and stuff.
Just doing math.
Just go right back in.
Into the fire.
You should have used it to grab Yuri and then take him with you as your battle buddy onto the other side of the barricade.
Fuck yeah.
Come on, friend. You're going the wrong way.
I'm gonna hide behind this barricade.
Okay.
Pile of trash.
Can I like get like real low, like out of sight low, or is that not possible?
Yeah, you can drop to the ground prone as a, I think like a free action or something like that. So
Yeah, I'm gonna
if you want to
drop
just
to
hit
the
the
ground.
deck, that's okay.
Hit the deck.
Let's see. After that, Braxton, you're up.
Wonderful. Since that ray of enfeeblement, like nothing happened, can we still say I have that spell slot? Or is it just like totally wasted?
No, you'd still have that spell slot. That's fine. I mean, it was an
Okay,
honest
and
mistake.
Yeah, and
Now that
nothing.
I think about it.
It actually hurt us. So. Is it if I fling that ice shard through that firewall, is it gonna
It's not on
disappear,
fire
or
yet.
do I not know? Oh, it's not on fire. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, you can see what looks like the burning light of a torch that's been stuffed into it, but it hasn't really set ablaze yet.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna use a second level ice knife. Throw it right into that big crowd, probably like this guy right here,
Oh, sure.
and then it'll hit like all those dudes.
See if you hit.
Let's see.
Need to hit a 15. Oh,
Yes, I do.
okay.
18.
Roll that damage, then I'll do some saves after.
So many
This
saves.
is just the piercing damage for the first guy. So the guy I hit takes 7, and then I did it at second level, so it's 3d6.
Okay,
For the
let's
cold.
see first who gets hit.
Yep.
So, guy who was already hit, he fails. To the left, fails. Bottom left, fails. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bottom, fails. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, what's your DC?
13.
Okay, he passed. That one fails
Wow.
and fails. So one
Whoa.
guy, the one by the wall here, didn't fail. Let's see.
Mm,
Aw.
7.
could have been better.
Could have been a lot better. It's okay though. They all took 7. That's good.
Okay. So ice goes flying out, and you can see a lot of them are affected by it, but it's not enough to fell any of them. Is that your turn?
I give a rousing. Why are we running? I thought you wanted to fight. To everyone running away. And then I proceed to hide back behind my wall.
Tactical, but
Sorry, this one in the
Yes.
middle dies, but that's it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I got one. That's all.
Get the fuck
I was about to say, one more orc comes around the corner to replace him. Just a single orc.
That's
They're on their heels, boys and girls.
So at this point, it's the orc's turn, and let's see. Gonna roll perception here for our commander at the back. He rolls a 19. A command is thrown out to the group, and one of them up at the front reaches for your torch, Yuri. Okay.
Can I understand what he said?
He says the equivalent of "grab the fire," basically.
Okay.
like-
Okay, I guess I could have read that one, huh?
It's not, like, this guy's smart, but he hands out orders to a bunch of retards, right? So this guy reaches in and manages to grab the torch and successfully throws it harmlessly behind him here into the dirt. But you notice that a portion of the barricade is already on fire.
Nice.
So I'm gonna get a little bit of orange coloring on here.
Just switch the stream over to creative.
As we start drawing all over the place.
Exactly.
MS Paint creative.
Dungeons and Crafts. Arts and Dragons.
There is a volley that is coming towards you here.
It's a lot of attacks.
Yeah. I'm gonna check something real quick. Boy. Oh, so
Oh,
he'd be at
boy.
disadvantage. But, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, says Lucian as he sees the dwarf close.
Gonna tune into the stream for this attack. There's gonna be a lot of dice thrown.
Okay. So there is
20
gonna be
javelins.
a total of 7 attacks coming at you. What is your
How
AC
much
plus 2?
17.
Okay. And you're still raging.
Still raging. And I did the reckless attack on Rook like an idiot, but I did it. So yeah.
17. Okay. First attack. And that's going to be a miss. Let's see. That's a crit. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
One crit.
Normal attack.
Another hit. Another hit.
Fuck me.
Another hit.
Oh boy.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Throwing
Another
that reckless attack me go right now.
And
Oh,
that's an
kill
18. What
me.
was it again?
17.
17, yeah. So that's another hit. So one misses, then there's a crit, and then a whole bunch of strikes that are going to hit.
Basically everything hit. No crits. Everything
You
hit.
do have the
Anyway.
damage, so we'll see here.
This
So
is gonna be some
the critical strike hits for 10. So that's
Okay.
down to 5. I'll tell you numbers before they're halved. The next one does 5. The next one does 9. The next one does 9.
holy shit.
The next one does 4. And lastly, another 9.
You rolled so many
Uh-huh.
sixes.
You're definitely dead.
Yeah. No, I am unconscious. I'm not dead.
Okay.
I'm unconscious. That was 25 damage. That would have instant killed me if I wasn't fucking raging.
So there's those, and then there's a few disadvantage attacks from over here. Let's see.
Okay. Keep adding them.
I believe. We're gonna roll that these are coming at you all at once. So let's see here. It's not going to give you fails on death saves, but if we do go over your max health pool, then we go over your max health pool. So...
Okay. So wait, am I starting from... Is this adding on to the other damage, or is this a separate damage roll?
If we can deal... What's your max health right now?
Max health is 31. I just took...
If we deal 31
damage.
damage here to you, and it's not going to be halved because you're like unconscious while these are finishing the last bit of flight, then you will die.
Oh boy.
So here goes the rolls. There's 4 attacks. Let's see here. The first one is going to hit. Second one is a 15, so that would actually miss. Next one is a 17, so it barely hits. And the next one is miss, miss, 2 hits. So you're probably safe here. Yeah, no, you are good. So you pass out here as a whole bunch of javelins fly out. There is very little light other than the bit of flame over here that burns. But Jay, you're able to see just a whole bunch of moving shapes fly through the darkness, and then one hit after another over here as Yuri's body then hits the ground. After that,
savages, man. It's fucking 11 attacks, only 3 missed. Fucking reckless, man. That was the worst punch of my life. I didn't even need to do it, now that I think about it, because I took damage, so I would still be raging.
Yep.
That was just not the wisest decision.
Jay, it is your turn. You see all of the orcs make the last throw, and after a yell from their commander, they all turn around to leave.
Okay. Can I still... Is there enough light from the flame to see Yuri?
Yes, you can barely see him there.
Okay, I'm going to channel divinity, preserve life. I have 20 hit points to give. I will give, I believe 15 is all Yuri can take because it can only go up, it can't go past your halfway point. So I will give 15 points to Yuri and the remaining 5 to Uchi. If Uchi can't take those 5, then they'll go to Ira.
I can't.
I can't either.
Neither
That
of
last
you are-
healing word of yours that healed like 15? Yeah.
Okay, well in that case, I'll just give 15 to Yuri. And then,
Is this also, is half rounding up? Would it be 15 or 16? With 31 health.
Well, if it can't go over half, is how they describe it, then 15.
it says, this feature can restore a creature to no more than half its hit point maximum.
Okay.
Somebody just said
Really as big as
damage.
possible. So I'll go ahead and walk the, what was it, 15 feet over here, and can I use my action to help Yuri to his feet?
Yeah, I start pulling out javelins. There's like 5 in my shoulder, 2 in my gut, 1 in my leg, probably like the 3 that missed in my crate.
So you want to grab him and drag him?
No, I just want to stand him up to his feet so that he can move freely on his turn, so he doesn't have to lose speed to move on his turn.
Yeah, make a strength check for me, and then make a Constitution saving throw for me, Yuri.
Okay.
It's a 10.
And I have a 13. Or
Okay.
14.
You try to help him up, and you're able to lift him. It's tough, but in the moment of battle, you're able to just barely put him on his feet, and you can see that he's incredibly shaky, but manages to stand there. So yes, you're up on your feet.
Okay, and then do I think that like if I walk away, he's gonna fall down? Like
It looks like
he
he's
that
barely
shaky?
got it.
Okay, then in that case, I'll use my remaining 25 movement to start walking out. Start.
Walk yourself out, Yuri. Okay.
Hey, I got up to his feet. I saved him half his movement speed.
It's true. Yuri, it's your turn.
Did I hear
So
the
they're
orders for
leaving?
the...
Oh. Yes, the orders were shouted loudly throughout the cave with 0 attempt at subterfuge. There was a call to pull back.
Can I relay that information to my team?
Sure, yeah.
The orcs wanted them to leave. We can take this time to leave, or look down
Or
at
you
sword.
know.
Look down at
We
sword.
can rest, recover, attack them fucking again once the fucking fires eventually dies out.
It's true.
How bad's this fire now? Is it getting better?
At this point, the right-hand side here of the barricade is starting to light a flame. The flames are mostly contained within the barricade itself, but will soon rise above the barricade, likely filling this place with smoke.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a bad time.
Did everybody see that picture? And
Yeah, yeah.
That is fucking fantastic.
It's dedication.
Deserved it.
Alright, is everybody retreating?
I think
can
we
I
should
see
let
this
your go
guy?
with your turn.
You can see him, yeah.
Alright, well, he gets another arrow then before
Yeah,
we start
I definitely want to send him with a parting gift.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, that is
yeah.
definitely gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. Roll damage.
How much? It's a 1. 6 damage.
Okay, he's still standing. And then is
Um,
anybody else sending off a ranged attack before leaving the cave?
I want to.
I definitely want to. As many
Can
as I
I?
can.
Well, so far it's been Jay and Yuri have already gone.
Well, like, could I have taken
is
my
it-
action
should we
to
just
swap
keep it-
to a ranged weapon? It takes like an action to
Interaction.
swap to a ranged weapon, doesn't it?
I usually just leave it as an interaction. You can
I
shoot
could
him
have.
if you want.
Yeah. Let's shoot it with my fucking crossbow, light crossbow.
I'm gonna move up 15 feet. Should we keep in turn order, or should we just do it?
No, you guys all get a free attack.
What does exhaustion do? Does exhaustion affect this attack?
No.
It's just
Not the
ability
first
checks.
That's a 15 to hit for me.
Okay. You miss, unfortunately.
Damn.
11. Misses.
That's a
13
miss as well.
misses.
Yeah, that's a miss as well.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, run away, you dumb orc. Sorry, Rick.
He's a full orc. It's okay.
Yep, no. Didn't mean to you.
Okay.
Filthy half-breeds. Filthy full-breed.
Making your way
Was he-
out of the cave, which is now filling with smoke, the other group heads down the cave and you head out towards the chasm. And you are all no longer in combat.
Hey, when that minute passes by, are my emotions still calm, or do I want to fuck my
Yeah.
teammates?
As soon as like
Ah.
we're outside of this room, I am just like, Rook, I need you to stand right here. Everybody else stand around.
I need you to
You
hand
might-
me your weapon.
He might
You're under arrest.
just
I'm
drop
saying-
everything, Rook, because
I put down my greatsword, put down my heavy crossbow.
Whatever it was
down
that
my
Jay's
fists.
magic happened to be, when it finally fades, you feel like your normal self. And after a minute, though you hear a bit of noise that occasionally comes from down in the cave, mostly the crackling of fire, nothing else seems to be happening.
all right, guys, he's good.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Well, we know we took a few out. That's good. Maybe rest up for the night. Try again.
Take a nap. Character is suffering from one level of exhaustion. Fuck that shit.
We,
Oh man, we're going back in there. Why are you deleting this?
If we can keep whittling down their numbers like that.
You
that
can
can
always
be good.
redraw it. It's just a
Oh,
tube
okay.
filled with ketchup, you know.
I think that was a
Sure.
successful one.
why don't we just go back in there right now? I'm healthy. I'm ready to go.
I was ready.
I'm
I
tired.
guess you guys were hurting.
I'm tired
I
after
think
one
we
fight.
Look, man.
I
Come
can
on,
heal
Dwarf.
It takes
today.
some energy to be angry like that.
Yeah, and I got more kills.
Also, I had. Did he actually? How many kills?
I think I got like a total of 5 or 6.
I know there was a few double kill rounds. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I got a double kill round.
Yeah, you got
I
one
think
too.
I killed.
I got 2 kills.
Says
That
that.
I don't know how many I got. I was just
The
splashing.
sweet sacred flame. I just think of
Sacred
Sacred
Flame.
Flame as like the Oracle kill steal when he goes
Yeah,
over. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's what it is.
4 damage. Okay, got him. Nice. All right. 3 damage.
I mean, I think we could just rest for a bit and then wait for the fire to die down and...
I think we
Yeah,
pressed
we
the
could-
attack.
That's a good idea.
I'm not running through the fire. I went through all I need that barricade to burn to the ground first. I'm taking a nap. And I want to walk over to the cave wall and, like, slump down.
Yeah, I'll sit down as well and
Yeah, we can just rest right here.
start
it's fine.
taking a short rest.
I have
Okay.
How much of a rest do I have to take to get rid of exhaustion?
For long rest.
Full. A long rest. Yeah, I need a long rest.
Come on, dwarf. We can fight. You look fine.
Uh-huh.
So are we going for
I'm
a
at
short or a
half-life.
long rest?
Short rest.
I want a long rest.
What's the first level exhaustion?
Disadvantage on
Uh,
skill checks.
Just ability checks.
Ability
You're
checks, but I'm also
fine.
at half-life.
All you
And-
need is a short rest, dude.
Short rest to get your health back up.
How many
Hell
spells
yeah.
do we have from our heal man?
2
Probably take a
okay.
long
Little
rest.
That's worse. That's worse.
little ones.
2
Oh,
baby
2 little
ones.
How many big ones?
0.
Mm.
And I don't have my channel divinity.
You get that back up for a short rest, by the way.
I hereby vote long rest.
I think we pressed the. No, I guess we're fire now.
Well, if that fire burns down...
Well, taking
Do
a
we-
long rest right here is quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Chat has mentioned nobody needs heals.
Do we
Uh-huh.
want to allow them a full day to
Yeah, we don't want to let them
regroup
rest. That's the thing.
and
They
have
took-
more orcs?
They took a
perhaps?
much heavier hit than there.
We don't know how many more of them there are.
Hey, but we plan on killing all of them anyways.
I think
I'd rather do it in smaller groups.
I'd rather do it when I'm not tired.
They'll also be much more prepared for us.
They're gonna
You're
be in
fine.
there- They're gonna be in there resting up. We sneak in, they're not gonna expect it.
What did the orcs in the back actually do? They threw javelins at us. They're perfectly fine. It's not really a matter of letting them rest.
I'm just afraid that they're gonna go gather more reinforcements.
Aye. But even if we take a short rest, do you think that's not gonna happen?
Well, I'm sure, but they won't have the time to gather too many.
Why don't we talk about this while we have a rest? A short rest.
I'd rather rest.
Jeez, dwarf, you're only one fight in and you're that tired.
Uh-huh.
I think even Jay's ready to fight and he's like double your age.
No, he's not.
Sorry, Jay.
He's like 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
Don't dwarf years go
Actually-
slower?
I'm 43. I mean, yeah, but say he's twice my age is false.
You're like a spry young dwarf.
I am a spry young dwarf.
Jay's in the mid years.
Look, man.
Alright.
Dirt in it, Rook. Thanks, bud.
Are we resting here for a short while, or are we going to tramp back up some of those stairs in camp?
I shall rest here for a short while and press them.
I agree.
I think we go for the short rest.
Alright.
Yuri's like pulling like the 7th javelin out of him. It's like, I would really like to have a long rest. Please. Just like pulls another one out. Just like, no, I think a short one should be fine. Are you guys sure? I can't get
Why don't we
along.
take a short
Those
rest
aren't
and
just
see how you
javelins.
feel
Those are
after
javelins
it,
with the
Yuri?
words karma engraved all over them.
Karma.
They just have
Just
like
like I was about to
this
smite
bit.
my asshole.
He's salty because you tried to punch him.
Uh-huh.
Goddamn right.
Take a rest, Yuri, and see how you feel after. How about that?
Oh man, I'm taking a full long rest.
A
This
nice
is, I'm giving
full-
you the J treatment right here.
A nice, full, long, short rest. Got it. Sounds good.
Sounds like a good idea, Brax.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 30 minutes pass with no consequence. Nothing seems to come from the cave other than billows of smoke, which eventually die down after maybe the first, I'd say, like, by 20 minutes in, they're starting to get dwindly, and eventually they disappear. And your short rest finishes up. If you want to roll some hit dice, please do that now.
Yes, please.
Perfect.
So that's.
I have to like roll all my hit dice.
And I will eat 2 good berries to bring myself to full.
You can do it bit by bit too.
I mean, even then, it's still probably all my hit dice, unless this is fucking 12, which it's not. It's
Do you guys
plus
do anything
con,
while you're
though.
resting here?
Yeah, it's plus con for each.
Um,
Everybody has 5 good berries.
I don't really need to rest, so. Well, okay.
Okay.
Question: do I get my during the short rest, if I like walk around and like make a few perception checks, is that going to stop me from getting my channel divinity back?
No, it's fine. Yeah, you can walk
I just
around
wanna,
during a rest.
I just like want to walk to like maybe here, because this is like way longer than like maybe like 30 to 40 feet like past where we are, and then like 30 to 40 feet back,
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure.
and like listen.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check, please. Ooh!
Oh
Haven't had one of those from Tabletop in a while. Hey!
God dang.
Love it. Alright,
my!
reroll.
It'll fall on an 18.
I was like, it was so gone.
no,
That's
we
better.
The jank gods giveth
Baby.
today.
Okay.
26.
But Bella doesn't.
26.
You hear some interesting sounds. The Underdark, though just a set of caves, is never completely quiet. Off in the distance, you think that you hear perhaps dripping and running water. The next moment, you hear like a skittering or something like that. Another moment, you think you almost hear Orcish being spoken from further down the way, maybe even from the chasm. And then you hear it. Something distinct. You know exactly what it is. It's the sound of the spore crawler landing on a mushroom.
How close does that sound?
It sounds like it's echoing from like far down the chasm.
But it's
Are there
definitely
mushrooms?
moving closer because I can hear it.
No,
Or
no,
it's
it
just
doesn't sound like it's coming towards you. It just sounds like it's echoed far from down the chasm. You're almost certain that there's one down there somewhere.
Are there even like those mushrooms along this chasm wall up this high?
As you look down, you see this large open hole just gaping into the earth, and all along beside it, there's different caves that go into different areas, just like before. It must have come from one of those.
Okay, and you said I heard the Orcish coming from like down deeper in the chasm as well.
The Orcish sounded like it either came from down in the chasm or like from one of these,
Okay.
like from these other tunnels.
Yeah, I'll walk back to everybody and sit down around, where everybody's
Don't
resting.
you
and
touch
be
my
like,
character? You doing?
Oh, my bad. I'll walk back to where everybody is and sit down and be like, yeah, so, heard some Orcish. Sounds like either one of the tunnels down at the end here or maybe further down the chasm. And there's a spore crawler that's moving around, too. So
There's what?
It's deeper.
Immediately like looking around.
It's deep, But,
Okay. So nowhere close.
I don't see any spores around here. We should be fine here, but,
As you mention that, as if to punctuate your sentence, out comes a blood-curdling scream. It sounds like an antelope or a deer letting out a death screech as some sort of prey, predator, like grabs a hold of it, and it bleats out repeatedly, echoing up from the chasm, and then eventually gets like progressively louder until you hear like a loud crack, and then the noise stops.
yeah, there you go. There it is.
Oop.
which tunnel is this down? I'm sorry.
It's a
I
big
do
one.
see
Down
this.
the chasm.
It's in the chasm.
It's
Wait,
coming from
when I-
downtown.
It can't get us because there's nothing for it to climb up to get up here anyways.
I do not want to have to deal with one of those again.
That sounded like a big load of nope. What the hell is that?
Oh, it's like this spider thing that jumps on mushrooms and grabs you, and I think
Flies.
Ira knows it better.
That
They're
spore
very
crawler reminds
large.
me. I
Very
think of it like
terrifying.
that fucking thing from Dark Souls 3, the big fucking curse monster you find. It's in Chapel of the Deep. Like,
I'm trying to remember.
I'll go find a picture.
Yeah.
Does this change our orc plans?
No, it seems to be very far down, but
Alright, well then we better get going.
yeah, I don't want
My
my
character is sleeping.
spell to wear off.
I nudge Yuri with my boot.
I ignore you.
I kick.
I ignore you.
Can't ignore this kick.
I can ignore your kick.
I know you're awake though.
I'm ignoring it
sorry.
though.
I start whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
This
Go for
thing
that.
is what I imagine the spore crawler looks like.
Oh, yeah, fuck that thing. Doesn't it give you, like, the sapphire ring or whatever?
I think it gives you Altered Sapphire, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, surprisingly easy to
terrifying.
beat if you have ranged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Alright.
quite like that, but yeah, it's scary.
That's how I imagine it to look. That's like my mental image.
That's like to scale kind of what it looks like.
Oh.
Oh, Will disappeared.
Will,
Will!
without coasting.
You went to coast?
Will's coasting. Why are you coasting, Will? See, I want to go there to be like, hey, buddy, but I go over
I'll
there
do
and there's something horrible happening on microphone.
Do you want me to go over there?
Do it.
I have to increase the PG rating on a stream.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure we did that earlier.
I go in there and Will is like continuing to talk as if
What the
he's
fuck?
channel.
I thought I was talking to you guys.
He's talking about the spore crawler, and I'm like, "Did you mean to leave the channel?"
I was looking for
Nice.
I was looking for whatever picture that was. I don't find it. Anyway, sorry. Oh, there we go.
Welcome back, friend.
I don't know how long I was gone. I was talking
Not
about.
too long.
Very briefly.
Okay.
Alright.
The group is currently attempting to get Yuri to rouse from his
I was
slumber.
like, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, we can just leave Yuri here with the spore crawler. You know, that's fine, right?
Rook, you got
Yep,
that
sure, go for
that
it.
horn still?
My horn?
Yeah.
There's also some coals over there. I can pick them up and throw them into.
I don't want a shocking
You know,
grass view,
You know,
but
just
I'll
put
do
the
it.
horn in his ear.
No, that's like hearing damage.
Well, you don't have to do it loud. Just do it so it's like annoying enough that he's gonna be like, "Fuck off, wake up."
I am about ready to tell you to fuck off right now.
Hey, he's awake. Let's get to adventuring.
Come on,
I'm like in
Yuri.
that groggy, like I'm asleep still, like why the fuck are you waking me up kind of mood.
Because there's orcs to kill.
I'm not killing any orcs till I've had a long rest.
When I
Come
first
on,
met
Yuri.
you, I thought you were a warrior. What is
Hey, I
it?
could pick you up and throw you in there too if I felt like it.
Yeah, get me in there.
You have to throw me.
Don't dwarves really like gold and stuff?
Tell the elf.
They love being thrown.
Don't tell the elf.
No, that's gnomes.
Dwarves? I'm pretty sure dwarves like gold. Hey guys, we just won't give him a split on the treasure when we go kill all the orcs. Let's go.
Hey, that's a great plan. Counting out your 5 gold from some 10 orcs.
All right, you guys coming?
Come
Here
on,
we
Yuri.
go.
So what?
Man.
We'll head-
Okay,
are
so
we
like
gonna
if
head
I
back
rage
into
and
here?
frenzy again, and if that breaks, that's level 2 exhaustion.
Yep.
We have 2 spell slots on our healer.
One on me, and
Two.
more
I don't wanna do
importantly,
this.
both my
Nope,
wild
I'm against
ships.
I'm firmly against this.
We voted to come down here and look at Jay. He's being a big boy and he's down here.
Good
Time
point.
to bust out the augury.
I shoot Rook a dagger glare.
Why?
That's what Jay's doing this session.
I look at you and just
Glares.
put my hands up like, hey, we voted.
That doesn't always go
It's
over
not
well.
even, it's not even going badly.
Jimmy gives you the hashtag not my president look.
It not going badly is precisely what I'm worried about, Rook.
Don't need to worry so much.
I went back to sleep while they were talking.
Okay.
Oh, you getting kicked
Alright.
again.
Alright.
Just fucking
We
go
could just
without
come
him,
down
man.
here another day if we wanted to. But, I mean, I'd really rather at least kill that big orc that was giving the orders.
How about y'all? Give me like 10 minutes. How about y'all go clear the barricade so we can actually get through it, and then you can come get me, and I'll get like 10 more minutes. It'll be great.
Sure.
You're gonna get attacked in there. You're gonna be.
Hey, just make a loud noise. I'll get up.
We're like
Alright.
at the entrance, yeah?
Yep.
Hey, give me a second. Can I get like 60 feet into the range of that barricade?
Sure.
Hey, is it cleared?
If by cleared you mean a bunch of, like, charred wood that couldn't be used for cover and would maybe serve to trip somebody, yeah.
Yeah, come back. Hey, that barricade's clear.
Mm-hmm. You're
How was
missing
that
the 10 minutes part. There were 2 parts in that statement.
I can do a little bit of scouting and, you know, not.
No, I think we should do the group one. The scouting one went
Yeah.
really poorly last time.
It was not so great.
We're not going in there stealthy with Cling and Clang pointing to myself and Rook.
Hey.
So either let's walk in there and kill the orcs, or let's go back to the service. But let's stop pussyfooting around, because every second we take is giving them more time to prepare or leave. We
Agreed.
don't know where this tunnel goes, so let's either go in there and flush them out, or let's get the fuck out of here. Because we're just wasting time right now.
Fine, I get up.
Start heading into the cave.
Start heading into the cave.
You head into the cave, and you're all leaving Yuri behind, yes?
No,
Oh,
you
I
guys.
stood up and I'm following.
Okay.
My heartfelt speech got through to him.
Oh, nice.
No,
It wasn't really heartfelt, it was just really
It was just-
serious.
It was logic, just pure logic.
Inside, you can see all the orcs that lay dead around the barricade on the other side, and the barricade itself has been reduced down to some barely smoldering, ashen, and charred heap. What do you guys want to do?
How high is the charred heap?
Some bits a couple of feet, and other bits like half a foot, maybe. There was a good deal of like wood and bodies and everything here.
Right, you cleared me a path through that. I'm not climbing over it. Half a foot's pretty tall for a dwarf.
Can I just kick a bunch out of the way?
That's all I'm asking.
I'll jump over it and see if I can find any sort of valuable dead orcs.
Sure, why not? Let's roll a little bit of luck for you. Nice. Well, that's a 2.
Yeah, the whole like 10 silver will get off these
Orcs.
orcs in total.
These orcs do not have much for gear. They have a decent supply of javelins, which are crude and horribly made, and their weapons, their battle axes, and their armor are all the same. Usable, but basically garbage. As far as coin goes, it seems that these men were very horribly paid. Indeed, many of them have nothing, and by the time that you've looted the entirety of all the bodies here, all the orcs that you've put down, you have 5 gold.
Alright.
Could be worse.
That's enough. One
Pretty
gold
good
each.
haul.
Yeah.
Alright, what did I say? Yeah, you can split that between yourselves, I guess.
I'll still hand him one
Mhm.
and then continue.
Well,
Passive
making.
aggressive quest.
Oh, don't worry. Here, you ready for this one? While clearing out some of the charcoal and wood in the way, hey, you want me to roll out the red carpet for you too?
Alright, that'd be great.
Fuck.
Pushes the dwarf into the fucking charcoal. Fuck you.
Alright, let's just walk through.
Yeah,
Yuri,
well,
where's your crate?
What?
What do you mean? I'm wearing my crate.
Oh,
That thing's got the crate on.
I'm never leaving my crate. That crate stays with me. When I was slumped down dead, I was actually just laying on top of my
It's a
crate.
sacred crate, dude. He's gonna multi-class into cleric. He's gonna be like his god. It's gonna be his
Oh
holy
no,
symbol.
look. The crate, I'm gonna turn into a cleric, and the crate is going to turn into my portable shrine. I like drop it in front of me, press a button, and out pops out like a shrine to fucking Tyr or something.
Nice. You just carry like an altar on your back all day.
Yep.
That's metal as fuck.
Little fold-out easy altar.
You should do that because that's really sick.
I'm not multi-class, I get the cleric.
I would
Okay.
want a cleric like that. Like before battle, you just drop in like this is your grave.
Hold the line.
Carrying just a bunch of gravestones on my back. That's actually my weapon is just a fucking one of those cross-shaped gravestones.
So, you guys are passing by the barricade here, and are you gonna go further into the cave?
Slowly then, sneakily.
Sneakily?
Not stepping on traps.
I'll be a little bit ahead, like 25 feet.
Sure. Make a perception roll for me then, please.
All right. Can I cast guidance on this,
Mhm.
or not? I didn't call. I'll take the extra. Hopefully it's it. Oh wow, nice. That gives me 20.
Okay. As you wander into the area, you pause for a second, as you realize that just around the corner, a very liberal amount of caltrops have been thrown all over the ground.
Damn liberals and their caltrops.
Right.
Can I go? Is there like a piece of scrap wood or something that I can use to kind of like shift them out of
Oh
the
yeah,
way?
you can just like push them with your boot. It's just if you're not paying attention and you step on them, then you would take the damage and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like make a small pathway
Okay.
anyway. That way, if I come back along this, I can just run through and I won't have to worry about it.
Sure. As you continue
I
further,
pick them up.
you can see with that perception check of yours that there is a bunch of refuse in a large room. This little tunnel opens up into a cave of sorts, and the cave seems to have in it imprints of tents that are no longer there. Indeed, you find what look like the telltale evidence of bonfires, which have been like left or scrapped, kind of like knocked over, that kind of thing. And then you see off towards the back end of the cave that another tunnel continues off further in that direction.
Okay. Looking around to see if there's anything that's been left behind of any value, which I assume no, but
Sure. Let's see if there's any loot. Shall roll luck for you. Well, much better than the 2 that you got. That is a 3.
God dang it.
Jesus
All
Christ.
right, we're gonna.
Oh man, that's a 50% increase. We'll now get 7.5 gold.
You look around and find nothing, unfortunately. When
Okay.
this camp was packed up, they were very thorough about it.
Can I tell how
8.5 hours.
long ago that was? Like,
It looks very recent.
okay. All right, I'll cast guidance again on myself and.
Yeah, we can still catch them if they packed all this up. We should get going real quick.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. You keep going and pass by this large room, and eventually find yourselves going down this little tunnel here. And when you head down the tunnel, matters complicate because you end up at a dead end. There's nothing here. It's just a tunnel that ends. You can see that there is garbage laying around, and the telltale sign that orcs have been here, but it just caps off.
Yeah, that guy was like a wizard.
Is
right?
it like a smooth wall?
Yeah, investigate
or-
the walls.
No, it
Yeah.
looks jagged and rough, just like you would expect from like a fissure or a cave. It doesn't look like it's been altered.
Okay. I'm going to like run my hand along the wall on this dead end.
Okay. As you do so, you can feel the stone, and it feels normal, and there's no illusion here.
Okay.
Is there tracks on the ground?
You
Yeah.
see a great deal of tracks that are coming down to here, and then they end. Like, the people should be standing right here, but there's nobody.
Like, do they go into the wall or do they not go into the wall? They just stop.
No, they come up like maybe 5 or 10 feet away from the wall and then stop, and that's it.
Can I, like...
inscriptions on the walls? Anything on the ceiling?
Sure, make an investigation check for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and begin ritual casting detect magic.
I'm going
everybody
to
else.
back
11.
up a little bit.
You
Down
look
the hall.
around, and you don't find anything, unfortunately, Braxton. There is no orcish writing here or anything like that.
Can I, like,
Sorry,
drag
there were
2
a
fingers
couple of-
across...
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to drag 2 fingers across the ground and taste it to see how recent it was.
I can almost...
Survival check.
Tastes like orc.
I will do the same, but without the tasting.
I got a 5.
Tastes like dirt.
Ah,
There's definitely been dirt
Knew it.
here recently, guys.
Alright. I will do the same without the tasting, which isn't going to go much better, unfortunately. So, it's like a 12.
12.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see that these tracks are recent, in fact, but they just seem to end there, and that's it.
Okay. Then I'm going to back further down the hall a bit, like 30 feet away or so, and be like, hey Braxton, remember that thing you did back at town
Yes.
with the rope?
It's that is a possibility, yeah.
That is a possibility. Yep.
How long does that last?
An hour. That one did seem magically inclined.
He certainly did.
One of the things that was said, by the way, Aleutian,
Yeah, a bunch of people talked at once, I missed it.
while everyone else is like going around and like making checks or whatever, I'm just gonna begin setting up a ritual cast of detect magic.
Okay, sure.
So it's gonna be 10 minutes, but when
Is
that 10
anybody-
minutes is up, let me know.
Doing anything during those 10 minutes?
Yeah, I want to take my mason's tools and walk over to a wall and carve out fuck orcs in Dwarvish.
Okay, fair. You get started on some tasteful graffiti.
can I can tell you how to say it in Orcish if you want.
I don't want the orcs to know.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole point. Sassing them in a
This-
foreign language.
I
I
just keep examining the
this is
area,
for me.
but I already rolled.
He starts to mason Puta Madra on the wall. But abbreviates it MDR. Sorry, what was that, Will?
I just said I would keep examining, but I already rolled, so it's
Okay.
on.
So, some time goes by, and eventually your detect magic finishes, unless anybody's doing anything else. And you can feel that there's a magical presence here. It emanates from a heap of garbage that's at the end of the tunnel, Jay.
Okay.
And
I'll just like
give me a brief second here as I grab a school.
It's gonna be like a magic item. We're gonna grab it. We're all gonna be teleported into a group of like 1,000 orcs.
Oh, Jesus. What a TPK that would be.
Yeah, it's the port key from Harry Potter, just like a manky old boot, and it teleports you places.
Fuck. There it is. Yes. You can sense evocation magic that radiates off from it, and something else, which is difficult to pin.
just to clarify, it's coming from like under the garbage heap, right? Not the garbage heap itself.
Yes, it's most distinctly an item that has been left in the heap, and is not the heap itself. You have not found magical trash. Or if you have, it's a piece of magical trash in a trash that is non-magical.
Yeah, I walk over while my spell is going, and I'm just gonna like take my mace and like start pushing trash out of the way until I see whatever it is that seems to have this effect on it.
Okay.
I'll probably tell everybody to stand back while I'm doing this.
Okay.
I'll have my bow ready.
You go ahead and nudge this around. Aersfield, you ready your bow, and eventually What are you using to move this exactly? Your mace?
My mace.
Okay.
Yeah.
You place your mace underneath what appears to be a corpse that has been left in the trash here. There's a fairly kind of like scrawny-looking orc in comparison to the rest, that is. So by human standards, he would be quite brawny still. But you kind of go to nudge him back while you're going through this heap, and while lifting his arm, something tumbles out, and you hear the sound of something almost like ceramic or metallic, as a perfect sphere comes like bounding out from his arm here and then just lands on the ground, rolls to a point, and stops. And we'll end the session there.
Oh god dang it. That's a
Guys,
fireball
I
right
gotta
there.
magic item Anyway.
Uh,
We have like an hour, sir.
I've always gone to 11 for the last like several sessions.
Yeah, I've been doing 4-hour sessions. To be honest, though, where you go with this thing could be, I don't know, not an hour.
No.
Okay,
We
alright.
ported into this weirdly gray world with a bunch of dragon bones everywhere and a big smoking mountain in the middle. There's gonna be nothing,
Oh,
and I'm going to hit level 4 when it happens.
So, Braxton
can I
and Yuri, you're both still level 3, right?
Yep.
Go ahead and level yourselves up.
Sick.
alright, that's worth ending
Now
this.
I have to decide the fuck I want to do.
Great weapon master.
I either do
Okay.
Great Weapon Mastery, or I take it to where I have a modifier of 4 in Strength and 4 in Con.
Reckless with Great Weapon Master is one of the most ridiculous combos.
I know,
But
but at
that
the
extra
same
hit.
time...
Jim, you love it.
Like, I understand that's gonna be broken as fuck if I use it, but 4 strength, 4 con, that's another AC, so that gives me 16 AC. I'll give me
One
another
more
4
health.
health plus whatever. 4 health, this is retroactive.
Yep.
And I gain an extra damage to my damage dice, an extra +1 to hit.
Yeah,
And
it's an extra 20
and-
damage around. Just think of it
An
like
extra +1 to all of my crafting things.
Yeah, honestly, I think you take the stats. I mean, if you didn't have Frenzy, I'd tell you to take Great Weapon Master because that extra attack, but
You mean I do have Frenzy?
I know, I said if you didn't, I'd tell
I
you to
didn't.
take Great Weapon Master because of the bonus action attack.
Suppose.
But since you do, stats. It's a lot of bonuses.
Someone said take the cooking feed.
I saw that. Take the cooking feed. That's not bad advice.
I mean, I
Take the
thought
cooking
that was
feed,
the
dude.
that was the other option. I was gonna take Skilled.
Oh my gosh.
You should finally be able to use your blacksmith tools.
I'd
Maybe
have
make it working.
blacksmithing and 2 others.
You got a
Maybe
week to
finally
think
be
about
able
it.
to make a real battle axe.
Look,
So,
man, I'm looking at. If I look at those fucking orcish battle axes, do they look better than my fucking axe?
No. No, they don't.
But they do with this right amount of damage.
They do.
Fucking hell.
No,
Disappointing.
that's one that people have been puzzling over for years, trust me. Why do they hit so hard if all their equipment looks like trash? They live in trash. They're so good. Anyway, we're going to end it there. Thanks to all the players. I think it's pretty good. To the audience, always good to have you guys around. And to all the patrons, couldn't do it without you. We're going to talk some
And,
random stuff and hit a wait screen. And I will see you all next week, I suppose. Adios.
Gucci, why is Rook terrorizing them all?
That's a good question to ask.
What?
Why is Rook terrorizing them all?
Oh,
a mall.
That's his half orc from my game.
Oh,
The
a
little
mall. I thought
scared
you
one.
meant like a strip.
Oh.
Yep, I'm taking the stats. I want the stats.
Alright.
Great weapon.
Look,
Isn't it?
man,